Okay, so let's get started. I have shared data set in front of you all, and as I already told you about the topic which we are going to work today, and that is about the dynamic data analysis related to the hate speech. And this is a big concern, actually, the hate speech, because right now the social media platforms are become a house of all of the people, because we all are having the platforms, and we can share, we can express our thoughts over the social media. And this trend has become, as the sir also said right now, sir, if what happened is there is a boycott movement started, and where the people have put their opinion that we are not going to watch this thing, and it has impact also, and due to that particular impact, it has converted a big financial things also under loss. Okay, if you talk about the movie. Okay, so this is kindly, this could be a like comes under a hate category if someone don't want to watch this particular thing, and they are also motivating other people also. Okay, you also don't watch, we are also not watching this, and this is particular movement we are just creating, and all these things happens. Okay, so again here in this project we are going to deal with the same kind of concept, and the data set which I have shared with you, let's discuss about it. The first column which you are seeing here is, there is no name on this column, that is 1 2 3, this is certainly an index thing. Okay, no names are present here, so this is an unnamed column, basically it is a serial number. Okay, nothing else. The second column which you are seeing here is an id. Okay, so there is some id. This is according to the serial number, but it doesn't mean that it is exactly the same as that of the serial number. Okay, it is an identification number given to the text. Yes, we have just started now it, and I was explaining about the data set. Okay, so id is something just given with respect to the text. Okay, we are just identifying, okay, this is certainly the text, and this is id number. So you can see that the id numbers, that is in your 5 digit number, starting from 10,000 and then so on, there is a sequence of id numbers related to the text. And it's not been, just don't put it like that, okay, it's also like a serial number, and it will come like just as present in the previous column. No, it's nothing like that, it is an identification, it is an id given to the text. Okay, the next column is the text, of course. Okay, this is something which we are exploring, and you can see the kind of a text which has been written here, which has been mentioned here. This is quite hateful, and this is quite offensive. Okay, actually we are dealing with certain labels, maybe it is a hate and non-hate or whatsoever. We'll see these things, but you can see the kind of a text which has been mentioned here. Okay, these wordings, these sentences which has been mentioned, this is having uh, definitely an impact over either some people, some community, either it can be children, either it can be women. Okay, so this is certainly the content which has been mentioned on the social media. It has been picked from that social media, either these can be a tweets or whatsoever. We have collected these data, which is actually the data which has been changing continuously. This is a part of it. Okay, this is a dynamically related data. Okay, so continuously changing. Okay, so we have collected all these kind of tweets or wordings or sentences. Okay, and we are going to perform the analysis of these. Okay, so you can see the words which has been mentioned, and the tweets which are been mentioned here. The next thing is, so this is our text column, and the next thing is the label. Okay, that means we are going to tag our text, that what it belongs to. That means we are going to label our text. So labeling of the text here, it is mentioned that hate. Okay, whatever here it has been written, it's a hateful sentence. Okay, so we did labeled it as a hate. Okay, then there are, I don't hate Hindus. Okay, so this is either it's a neutral statement or it's a non-hateful statement. Okay, so here it's no hate, I don't hate, and I these are certainly okay. the government is incompetent. Okay, no, these are non-hateful sentences, which has been assigned some tag here, some tag. So label, tag, these are certainly the same things. Okay, so already we are available in the data set that which has been hateful, which has been not hateful. Okay, so we are doing some post work. We are doing some post work. It may happen that for example, if you can see, kids are dumb. This is not hateful actually, but somehow what we are just saying, someone dumb, okay, you are a dumb person. Okay, we are just saying, okay, you are dumb. Tall men are intelligent. Okay, we are just saying, okay, tall men are intelligent people. This is again not a hateful thing. Arabs are a terrorist. Okay, so again, it has been mentioned in a category of non-hate, not hate. Okay, but that this statement resembles something. It has a meaning. We are saying to whom, to what. Okay, but here it has been mentioned it's not hate. Okay, so right now we are just trying to understanding the data set which has been available with us. Okay, so we are available with some text, we are available with some labels or some tags related to it. Okay, so here we are having hate and non-hate tag. That means we are having two tags mentioned, two labels mentioned. Now this is the type. Okay, type. uh, for example, you have written this text, you are available with this text, what type it belongs to. You see, there's a difference between the label and a type. There's a difference. Okay, label is something that means we are tagging it, yes, no, true, false, whatsoever. Type is the classification. Okay, classification with some different regards. Okay, that means we are going to explore that in which category does this particular text comes under. Okay, so here it's not given. For example, if I just talk about the first line, it is not given. This is one of the category. We are not available with what kind of type this text comprises of. Okay, and okay, some is like none. None, there is no category available, none category. Okay, not given, none. Okay, there are certain more categories which are available in the data set, and let us just scroll it more and check out what these could be. Okay, animosity, threatening, derogation, derogation. So these are certainly more categories which are dehumanization. Okay, so these are certainly the categories uh, according to the text data which has been available with you. So they have just mentioned, okay, this actually meanings this is threatening kind of text. This is not, we don't know what kind of text this is. Okay, so here you are available with the classifiers, further classifier related to it. Okay, yes, anyone has even doubt, they are open to ask me. See, we have taken the data set from certain reference. The complete thing we have taken from the data which has been available to us. We haven't done anything manual, though these CSV files has been created manually. Oh, of course. Okay, this data set has been the kind of the data which has been created manually. Okay, someone has taken some data, dynamically changing data, so the data is not that data would be the text. Okay, that data would be the text. Okay, this is this thing, the tweets I can take. And then if you want to create a project, the thing which you can do from your side is you can use APIs so along on certain applications, whatever the social media which you want to target. Okay, from that you can collect the data, and that data will be the collection of the text. Okay, of course that it doesn't comprises of the labels initially, it doesn't comprises of the type initially and something. No, it does, it just only comprises of these things. Okay, these things which may comprise which may consist of hashtags, which may consist of at the rate mentions, which may comprise of some special characters and all such things. So that it is having all those. You will get such raw data. The sir also said you will get such raw data. Then after that you need to explore it from your side. Okay, this is what you need to work on. Okay, so we are already available with this kind of classifiers: not given, none, threatening, and so many more type. Okay, so I haven't done not, this is someone has done the entry of that. Someone has definitely done the entry of this data. Okay, on the basis of the text. Okay, Is that okay? The one who has asked the doubt, is that okay? Now the next column is your model wrong. Model wrong. You know what does this model wrong basically means? What happened is the someone who has created this data set and applied this data on some models to perform the classification whether my model worked correct or not. So what happened is, here the entry of that is also being present. Okay, now if your model has classified correctly, okay, this is the hate thing, and your model also picked, okay, this is hate, so your model work, okay, true. Okay, where the model is wrong, whether the model is right. Okay, so this column is model wrong. Okay, when your model wrongly classified the data, okay, then you have put the entry whether the model is wrong or not. So either it is true, either it is false. Whether your model has uh, correctly classified the thing, okay, that means your model is correct. If it has been classifying your data in a wrong way, then you can say, okay, it's not been doing like that, so it can be false. Okay, so model wrong. True means, okay, yes, your model is wrong, your model didn't classify the data. So here some model has been used to perform the analysis. Okay, we don't know what kind of model has been used, not been available right now with us. Okay, the author of this data has used some model, some technique, some machine learning technique over it. He performed classification and he checked, okay, we have entered this data, okay, and what the result I got according to my training. Okay, I haven't got the correct thing, so we just put a mention. Okay, true, my model was wrong. Now if I got the correct result which I was expecting, so okay, false. Okay, my model is not wrong or something like that. Okay, so this is model wrong, true and false, depending upon the prediction the model did about the data. Okay, as per you did train your model and looking for the analysis. Okay, now the next is the predictions. Okay, how much the model did predict, this is the prediction. The next column is 97%, 8%, 92%. In the case, that means 8% your model failed, 8% model true, 97%. 97% of the predictions are okay, and 8% of the predictions got failed, and then again true, 92 true. So we can see that in case of true you are getting 97, 98, 99 percentage. In case of the failures you are getting certainly 9% or 8% kind of failures are available. Okay, so this is the prediction done by the models. Okay, so we are available with the model wrong column, whether the model did predict correct or not correct, and we are also available with the predictions the model did for the respective tweet or the text according to the label which you have assigned to it. Okay, and we did mention the data of the percentage accordingly. Then the next one is the status, that is Diana bench entry. This is something, the entry has been done, some status they mentioned from their side, the kind of entry for this data has been done. Okay, so here the status is Diana bench entry, because this is the data set is based upon the entry itself, entry of all the facts which are mentioned. So one is the Dana bench entry, one is the perturbation. These two are right now available in front of me. Not so specific for us to explore what kind of entry, how the entry, on what state this entry has been created. Just okay, we are got to know that this data has been entered by these two, Diana bench and perturbation. The next one is the round. Okay, how many rounds are available for, okay, in a one round they have performed this entry. In a single round this entry has been created. Okay, so here is the rounds available. The value is 1, the value is 1. Okay, then the next is 2a, 2b. There are certain more classifiers related to the rounds, 2a, 2b, and something like that. Okay, these are the rounds. Next one is when your data has been going to perform, when we are going to train or test our data, the splitting has been performed. So which uh, text comes under the train, which comes under the test. So here there is one more column split has been available. So this text which has been mentioned height and whose type is not given, where the model was true and prediction was 97, status or like this, round one has came into train category. Okay, under training it this text has been came. Next is for the test. Okay, so just like train, test, and all things, here the classification has been made. Okay, so while performing our modeling technique, which data, which text came into training, which data came into testing, it has been mentioned is in this particular column. Okay, so I think this is quite clear. Train, test, and all such things. Okay, there is one more development, DEV. Okay, so where the text or the data comprises of, in which category does it falls. So here that is also mentioned. So train, test, and DEV. The next one is the annotations. So this is certainly the annotator, the tag which you have assigned to the data. Okay, to the text we have performed certain annotations also. So annotator, this is certainly a code like structure. You can see that G and ZU and etc has been mentioned. So this is these are the annotations. Okay, we have given to certain ID, text ID, and this is the annotation given to it. Okay, annotating. And the more part of the fact here is, we are not further classifying these. Okay, this is the text written, this is the text mentioned, whether it has been targeting to women, whether this has been targeting to the children, whether this has been targeting to any community whatsoever are. So in this data set we are not available with the specific identity of any caste, community, person, people whatsoever. So here we are available with the annotations, annotated file. Okay, annotations we are available with. So we are also going to explore some more data set in this code. We will be available with one more data set that will come up later case. Okay, right now we'll do the analysis with this current data. Okay, just ask the question. See, round and status. See, round is how much status is the entry which we did. There is a specific they did mention. This is the category of doing this entry for the data. So Dynabench entry. Okay, they just name it as called as a Dynabench entry or perturbation. They just give the two states of doing the entry, Dynabench and the perturbation. And the round is just only single round they have performed this entry. In one round itself, this data entry has been performed. Okay, so one round, second round, 2A, 2B, and whatsoever, they have just classified this. Okay, how this entry has been performed. So these two columns are not much of our concern. The concern part is our text, our labels, okay, which we have given, what our model has predicted wrong, and the type. Okay, the initial 4 to 5 columns are important for us. Okay, remaining data is something which I additionally mentioned here. Okay, but they're not signifying that much, so that we could include them into our analysis. However, here annotations is something also important. Okay, we'll check out further what these annotations are, how we can go into explore these annotation things into different classes also. Okay, with the another data, so we'll check out later case. Okay, so this is the data set available to me. And if you are having any doubt, anyone is having any kind of doubt, they can ask. Any doubt, please let me know. This is a sample data set. Okay, and the concerning parts are, okay, this is identification to the text. This is actually the text we are going to explore. This is the label which we are going to explore. This is a type given to it. Okay, model wrong, where the prediction got failed. What is the percentage of the prediction does the model give? That means the accuracy of the model. Status and round is not so much hard and fast to know about. Split is how we splitted our data, and these are the annotations given to the text. Okay, so if you understood this, let's proceed ahead with the coding part. Yeah. Okay. See, actually, yeah, see, if you are working with the raw data and you feed the raw data into your model and looking for the predictions, there are most chances of getting the errors, because unless and until we don't do the pre-processing of the data and put the data into a particular format which has been useful for the model to perform the analysis, definitely we are going to get the errors. Okay, so that is why we don't use the raw data. We always use the processed data. Okay. Initially, yes, initially with the raw data you are available with the column which comprises of the raw data. You insert the label there. Okay, just create one more column, label one. Okay, and you insert the labels from your side. Then after pre-processing and all such things, you just filter your data. Okay, and just prepare one more column, that is another, this is the text new. And then you can insert another the labels again, you can we can put the labels there. But the kind of what does it change, what does the change it will bring? See, the labels which we are putting on the data depends upon what kind of words they are in it and what kind of meanings they are going to have. Okay, whether we are available with the raw data also, raw data means it will comprises of hashtags and all those things, and exclamation, special characters, and at the rate mentions, and quotation, comma, and etc., etc. Okay, however, there also we are going to see the words. Okay, and accordingly we are put the label. After processing also we are going to see the words and we are going to put the labels. Okay, tags. Okay, so ultimately there will be not much difference between these two. But here in this particular data set, we have already performed all these things. We have already performed the modeling, everything has been done prior, and they have done some analysis on if we put this text to our model, whether it has been predicted right or wrong, what is the accuracy. So accuracy levels are also given, and model wrong is also given, wrong or true whatsoever, it's also given. So it is post analysis. Okay, so all right, so let's proceed for the coding part. Yes, yes, people say good morning, good morning. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. See, actually, we are not going to cross validate here what has been available to us initially. The reason is we don't know what kind of model they have used for the training, testing, and all such things. Okay, here there are no mentions. If they could have one more column available, and they would told us, okay, we have applied decision tree here, we have applied random forest here, or we have applied some deep learning technique here, and this kind of deep learning we have applied. So we could, we can use this data and apply the same technique and check, okay, what kind of prediction they got, and what is the splitting and what is the accuracy and whatsoever. Here we are not available with such kind of information. Just they put our detail that we have used some model. Okay, and we got this model is true, we got this model is wrong, this was the prediction accuracy and all such things. Okay, so we are analyzing this data set, we are exploring this data set, and we are going to have some analysis. Okay, analysis, we means actually we are not going to train our model, we are not going to split and train and also do in this project, we are not going to do anything. This is the post outcome. Initially this is the post outcome, and we are going to perform the analysis on the post outcome. Okay, that means this is further a project plus one. Okay, all okay. What could have happened here is this data initially would comprises of only text and the labels, and initially only these two columns, and and they would have used some decision tree or random forest kind of model or any kind of model they use, and they perform the analysis and they have mentioned the accuracy. Okay, and what happened was now they have put some some text over it, and whether it has been corrected right or wrong, they have put the entry. They have created entry, and here the entry they did mention in the form of like this status in dyna entry and etc whatsoever. Okay, so this is the post data which has been created. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 See, we are getting 99% also. Okay, so see what does actually accuracy means that there are certain conceptions. Okay, someone say, sir, accuracy is more than 95. Overfitting to nahi ho jayega. Obviously, basically, they just pinch on this point, overfitting. Uh, in real world also, I believe that the students get marks 100 out of 100 also. Okay, does we say that they are overfitted? Does we say that they are overfitted? How we generate the merit list? Toppers, according to the toppers. Okay, and okay, every time the question paper can be different, na? Every time the question paper can be different. So someone who does topped in this exam, someone else will going to top in another exam. We are not going to have the same toppers every time. So this is certainly a real world myth, or understanding that okay, whatsoever we can consider right now. However, in a language of machine learning, we say, okay यार 99 and 98% यार ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा है यार, ये तो ओवरफिटिंग की कैटेगरी में आएगा, तो हम क्या करते हैं, we just go ourselves, we take ourselves on the safer side. Okay, हमें अपने को सेफ साइड पे ले जाना है. कोई अब ये कोई पूछेगा 99 वाले, यार वो देखिए क्या है कि मॉडल ओवरफिट हो सकता है हम ही ने डेटा सेट कम लिया होगा. ठीक है, तो हम व्हाट वी यूज टू डू इसकी इसकी स्थिति को चेंज करने के लिए हम डेटा सेट बढ़ाते हैं और ओवरफिटिंग से बचने की कोशिश करते हैं कि यार ऐसा हो कि कुछ गलत भी तो निकालते, तो हम अपनी एक्यूरेसी 90 तक लेके आए, 92 93. ओके, तो ये बचने के तरीके हैं. लेकिन अब जो आपके पास इनिशियल द डेटा सेट विच हैज बीन अवेलेबल विद यू इनिशियली, यू ट्रेन योर मॉडल विद दैट इनिशियली, एंड यू गॉट दिस थिंग, एंड व्हेन यू फीड some data in it for prediction, to predict something, and it gave you okay some result. Either it is, if it has been expected result, okay yes ये तो यार आना ही था, ट्रू था, मैंने ऐसे ट्रेन करा, मुझे आ गया, तो हम बोलेंगे यस हमारा तो बिल्कुल मॉडल कर रहा था सही काम. लेकिन if we what happened if we feed some else data and we got the wrong result, faulty results, अरे यार हम तो 99% बोले थे, ये तो उसने गलत बता दिया. ठीक है, तो क्या हुआ, उस समय हम जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाएंगे पॉइंट को. तो क्या होता है कि सेफर साइड में रखने के लिए, सेफ साइड, हम बोलते थे यार ओवरफिट, पुट अवर सेफ. यू गॉट माई पॉइंट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. तो मशीन लर्निंग की टर्मिनोलॉजी है ये. ओके, अब लेकिन हम ये तो नहीं कह सकते भाई जिनको मेरिट आई है तो भाई वो ओवरफिट है, इनको तो रखना ही नहीं है. डज वी से लाइक दिस? परसेंटाइल भी आते हैं ना, कॉम्पिटेटिव में परसेंटाइल आते हैं, तो उनको ओवरफिट बोल के हटा तो नहीं सकते. वो बोलेंगे यार क्या हम इतनी मेहनत करते हो, हमें ही हटा रहे हो तुम. ठीक है, तो अब ये सर्टन कंडीशंस हैं, पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं, चांसेस हैं. ओके, व्हाट द रिजल्ट्स, व्हाट इज द आउटकम वी मे गेट. बट यहाँ मशीन लर्निंग लर्निंग की टर्मिनोलॉजी में हम कभी भी अपने आप को परफेक्ट नहीं मानते. हमें कहते नहीं कि भाई मशीन इतनी इंटेलिजेंट हो गई कि वो तुम्हारे 100 में से 100 के जवाब सही दे देगी. हाँ, अच्छा वो मैं क्यों एग्जांपल बोला, वो मैं ह्यूमंस के रेस्पेक्ट में बोला. ह्यूमंस हैव अ कैपेबिलिटी, दे कैन स्कोर 100 आउट ऑफ 100, बट still we don't believe machine has a capability to score 100 out of 100. Now this is the actual answer of your question. ठीक है. या वी आर गोइंग, लेट्स सी, मैं आपको बताऊंगा आगे कोड में. Okay, let's get to the coding part, and I'm changing the screen. Okay, so either I've already prepared the code, so let me share. I don't code here. Let's better. I will show you the code and explain each and everything. Copy paste and it will not. I think this is not something which I believe to be working upon. Let me share you the work which I have done. Is my screen visible to all? Let me improve the size also. I hope now it is perfectly visible. Okay, so when we start our project and we used to import the basic files. Here also I did the same, and I imported the basic files, and we got the concept, which has been available to us initially, the data set we have explored. So in data science, in ML or whatsoever, the first thing is to understand the data what is available. If we understand the data, second thing is what we need to do with this data. This has also been important thing to explore. Okay, in our data set we are already available with the text, we are already available with the labels. Okay, we are already available the model predictions and all such things. So definitely we are not going to perform any modeling thing, and we are not going to doing some predictions and all such things. We are already available with that particular data. The thing what we need to do here is the analysis, perform the analysis. Okay, so the numpy, the panda, seaborn, matplotlib, these are the basic machine learning libraries. If you do code, do start the code. I do the same. Okay, numpy is for numerical python and arrays, implementation over the arrays. Pandas because I need to take the data and convert into data frames. Okay, Seaborn and the Matplotlib, these are the data visualization libraries. I always told about these two things. If we need to perform some data visualizations, we are going to use this. Okay, next, warning. Warning is an exceptional library. For example, when I execute my code, I don't want any pop-up messages should come and tell me, okay, that you are doing this and that. So I just want to ignore the warnings. Okay. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Jayanti, ma'am, do you want to ask anything? Okay. Font size increase. Okay. Now it is okay. Okay. Fine. The next thing is the data set which I have shown to you. I'm going to extract that data set with the help of pd.read underscore csv, and I have stored the data set in my C Python folder. Okay, I haven't given any path here for the hate speech.csv file because I'm accessing my Jupyter notebook also from the same directory. Okay, so I don't need to give the specific path here. I've extracted the data set which I have shown to you, and here is what I got. So initially got unnamed label. I already shown you when I was telling about the data set. There is one unnamed label, that is a serial number. Here is the identification. This is the ID number. Here is the text, labels, and all such, which I did already explained to you all. Okay, so I have printed the head here, that is the first five entries of my data set. Similarly, I will be printing the tail, that is the last five entries of my data set. Okay, so head and tail, the first five and the last five entries of my data set. Then what happens is the next is data dot shape. That means how many rows and columns are available in my data set. That is 40,623 rows and 11 columns are there. Similarly, what are the names of the columns available in my data set? So these are some basic uh, s- uh, statements which we should do initially when we are creating some product. These are some basics. Always we need to write out these statements. Okay, we are going to check the shape, size, column, name, etc., etc. Then the next comes is the duplicate. Okay, how many duplicate entries are present in my data set? That means how many rows get duplicated. So here I found that there are no duplicacy, no duplicate rows are present in my data set. Okay, that means the complete data set is a unique data set. The next one is null dot sum. That means I'm going to check how many null entries are present in my data set in a specific columns. So if I take about the first, no null values. Okay, but in model wrong and model predictions, there are 14,000, 14,000, more than 14,000 null values present in these two columns. Okay, so let's see, we are going to do something over these null values. We'll check ahead. The next one is, I don't want this unnamed, that is the serial number column. I'm not looking forward to that, doesn't make any sense. So what I'm going to do is I need to drop this particular column. Okay, so after doing this basic analysis, okay, just importing the libraries, extracting your data, converting it into data frame, printing the head, tail, okay, just printing the shape of your data, columns, column names, checking the duplicate values. If there are any duplicate values, then you will do something like this, drop underscore duplicates. You will use that particular method to drop the duplicates if you find any null values here. So again, the question comes into mind, sir, there are 14,000, 14,000 more than null values are available here, sir, what should be done? What should be done? Either we need to replace with some predictions, either we are going to put some ours from our side model wrong, some entries we need to put here, because these are null values. Should it be replaced by zero? Should it be replaced by null? Not null, null is already there. Should it be replaced by zero, or either it is by true or either false, or what? So what can we do, sir? Okay, let's see, we're going to check ahead. Initially, I'm dropping the column that is unnamed zero. That is a serial number. No name has been given here, so just drop that particular column and update your data. This is your updated data. Okay, I haven't put data dot head or data dot tail here. Just I printed the data, so it will be printing me both the first five and the last five, the rows of my data set. Okay, so this is my updated data where I dropped unnamed colon zero, that particular column. This is my data. So now I'm again, the same thing is, one column has been dropped, so right now I'm available with 10 columns. Roll number are all same. Now we have also seen that while exploring that we are having null values here. Okay, null values, these two columns comprises of the null values. So basically I need to drop these null values. Okay, I don't want to take these null values, so I'm not going to drop this particular columns. I could have done right now with this particular statement, I could have done, but I am not dropping these two columns initially. What I'm going to do is I am dropping the rows which comprises of the null value. So this can be done in this way. Okay, this is statement drop any. Okay, drop any. So for dropping the columns, we use drop. For dropping the rows with null values, we are using drop any. Okay, so in our complete data set, if there are any null values in the rows, it will be going to drop. Okay, so this will drop your null value entries. So in the two columns we are available with the null value entry, so I think 14,500 something rows will be going to drop. Okay, with the null values. Now again I'm checking my data. Okay, what happened after that? What happened after that? Again, data, I could have put head and tail, but I have put the data, so it will be printing me the first five rows and the last five rows of my data set. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. And you know, initially my data set comprises of 40,000 and something, but I dropped the null value rows. So now my data set has limited to 26,097 rows. 10 columns are all available. Okay, 10 columns. Initially I was just working with the 10. Right now also I am available with the 10 columns. Remaining all are dropped. So right now, right now, if I talk about my data, it doesn't comprises of any null values. It doesn't comprises of any duplicate values. Okay, so all the values which are present in my data set right now with 26,000 rows and the 10 columns is all the unique values. Yes, ask the question. Yes, Jay Shankar. If you don't want to remove, okay, if you don't want to remove these null values, then this will be certainly an hectic thing, and our analysis will be going to wrong, because you know, if we are having much more data of null values, 15,000 entries are null values. Okay, if I put true or false by my side only, then obviously it will going to make our analysis wrong, Jay. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? And yeah, yeah, obviously it will it will perform misinterpretation. So I can't put I can't put model prediction from my side randomly, or either you can say, sir, you do some mean, you take some mean value, sir. Either you can take some mean value, either you can take some mod value. We can do that. No worries, we can do that. We can do, and we are not going to drop any of the rows from here. Either you can take the mode value, either you can take the mean value from your side, if you think, you believe that this will gonna work. Okay, however, I'm not going to replace it with neither mean, neither mode, or something like that. Okay, I'm just completely withdrawing that particular data. Okay, because I want to make my analysis fair. No entries from my side to this particular data set. Okay. All right. So in chat also I seen the DV in my data set as a Jayanti asked. DV development. DV. I'm writing here development. Okay. So this is certainly we are having train also in my data, test also in my data, and development also. Yeah, yeah. Train, test, and validation. Yeah, yeah. Development, well, you can say, so it could be a validation data for the later case. Yeah, yeah, it can be taken as a validation, though they have mentioned specifically the validation, but we are keeping some of part of the data safe for further analysis. So that is the validation purposes. That could be the validation thing only. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yes, 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 definitely. Okay, so data has been divided into trained, test, and valid data. Okay, these three categories can be. Some places it happened that we don't have any test data. We are having only trained data and the validation data. It depending upon the kind of analysis which we are doing. In the previous project which we did, we don't have any test data. Okay, we updated our custom file, and there we only mentioned the train and the valid. We created the folders related to the train data and the validation data only. No test data has been created. Okay, so yeah, it depends upon the kind of analysis. Fine. So now the next thing is, as the question asks, sir, there are so many faulty entries, so why shouldn't we replace it with something? Yes, you can do that. Okay, you can use mean or the mode, and we can fill the entries respectively in regards to that. Okay, let's proceed ahead. But however, I'm not going to do use such technique here, because there is, in case of model prediction, if I going to take the mode or the median, obviously it will not going to work. My interpretation is going to getting false. Okay, the next thing is your any unique. Any unique means how many number of unique values are present in the respective column. Okay, so in my id there are having 26, the same number of rows is a unique and all such things. Okay, in label I am available with the two categories. In type I am available with the seven categories. In model wrong I am also available with the two categories, two classifiers. Okay, status is only one. Okay, round and split are having three categories, and annotations are 11. So here, by checking any unique, we are going to find that does my data comprises of categorical values or not. Okay, so if I am having two entries or three entries, this means that my data set comprises of category values also. Okay, which can be plotted further in the further analysis with the help of data visualization. So that's what I'm going to do here. That means I am taking the label. Okay, my label comprises of two values. Okay, so I'm taking data label dot unique. Okay, data label dot unique. So I am having hate and non-hate, two entries available in the label column. Okay, that is of object type. Fine. I have also performed the value counts of them. That means how many are hate and how many are non-hate. So 15,000 is the hate, and your non-hate is around 10,800, something like that. Okay, so these are the value counts. Then with a simple count plot, I'm going to draw the plots for both of them. So if you guys are writing some research publication, doing some research, so this kind of analysis very much important, that okay, you are comprises of the label. What is the just visualize these particular columns into your bar, pie. Okay, this will put an impact. Okay, and use this data into your research publications, your work, your projects, whatsoever you are creating, just use this kind of data there. Okay, so I have created a count plot. So how to create a count plot? Again, it's not a big deal. Just what could be the figure size, just do mention here in width and the height. Okay, what should be the width and what should be the height? 15.6 inches. Then count plot SNS, I'm using Seaborn library here. So SNS dot count plot, I'm taking the data label, I'm taking this column, that is the label column. Then data equal to data. Okay, that means I have already defined this data as my data frame name is the data. Okay, so one data is your already mentioned or predefined in count plot method. This is this one data. This data which you are assigning to it, this is your name of the data frame. Okay, if it is like data underscore new, so I will be mentioning here data equal to data underscore new. Okay, so this data is already available in my methodology. Okay, and this data is something which I have a name. And the next one is a palette or palette thing, that is the color format which we are going to use. So there are various color formats available in the Seaborn library. I'm using one color palette, that is HLS. Okay, for this is something which I mostly use in my projects, HLS color format. In this project we are going to see other color formats also. In this project I'm going to let you know, we are preparing list of colors also in the hexadecimal kind of notations. Okay, so everything we are going to see further. So I'm defining the color palette, then I'm giving the x rotations as 90 degree. Okay, x ticks, that means which comes on the x axis, so I'm just putting them as a 90 degree, and then I'm putting to show my plot. Okay, plt dot show. Okay, so this is the graph which is being presented in front of us. The height thing is having the entries, that is 15,000, and non-height is having entries, that is 10,000, 10,800. So this has been represented to you in two different colors. So you can do one thing, you can right click on it, save image as and some folder, and copy that particular image and put in on your doc file. Okay, so this is how you can use these particular images in your projects and research publications. Now the next thing is I explored about the label thing, and I found that label is categorical. Similarly, type is also category. Okay, it comprises of seven types. Okay, so we can say okay, this is also a category. Before that, I have drawn the simple pie plot of my label also. Simple pie plot. How to draw this pie plot of our labels? Again, just define the figure, plt dot figure 10 7. It depends upon you how many, what is the width and height you want to give for the figure. You can give from, you can change. Previously it was like 15.6, now I took 10 7. You can take 15.6 here also, no worries at all. Now plt dot py, this is the syntax of how to draw a pie plot. So plt dot py, data label. Okay, data label dot value counts, data label dot value counts. So this is the column which we are going to consider, dot value counts. Don't take like this only data label, no, it will fail. Error, it will give you error. No, just take data label dot value counts. Okay, labels equal to hate and non-hate, just two labels I need to give here, that is a hate and a non-hate, that's it. I'm not going to put any percentage here. I'm not going to put any shadow here, shadow equal to true and some, no, nothing like that. I'm not going to put from where my pie is going to start or where it's going to end, no. Just very simplest way to define my pie plot. So here, and then at the last, plt dot show. So if you want to explore more things, we did this in the previous projects also, when I was drawing the pie plot and I was mentioning all kind of parameter which are available in the pie plots, labels also, shadow also, auto percentage also, and they are giving you how much percentage is the hate, how much percentage in the non-hate. It will certainly be available present in inside the pie. Okay, so if you want to use, you can use here auto percentage, also percentage 1.1, and in the floating points and all such things, you can put it here. You can get the much more informative graph out of it. Okay, so I'm just using right now with the two entries, that is your data and your labels. And here I have shown you the plot for the pie plot. Okay, so count plot and the pie plot. Then let's proceed ahead. I took type also. Okay, type, and these are the type of the data text available with us, that is not given, none, derogation, dehumanization, threatening, anonymity, support. Okay, that means your text, your data has been further classified into which category does they fall. Okay, so previously this was tag, label is a tag. Okay, whether it is hate or non-hate. Now this is further exploration, that what does that is actually the meaning of your data, meaning of your text, what does they mean. So some are not given, some we don't know, and some are these meanings. Again, we perform the value counts over it. How many of them are none, how many are not given, and all such things. Okay, what these are respectively the counts for them. Again, we did plotted the count for it. Okay, we did plot the count plot for it similarly as we did for the labels. And here we can further explore it for your see, the reason I haven't drawn the pie, because the values present are more, though we can draw the pie plot for it also. How we are going to draw the pie plot for it? Let me copy this particular complete code. I can draw the pie plot for the type also, and put it here like this. Okay, and then just do take label, instead of label just take type, and here in labels just copy all these. Okay, just copy all these, copy all. Okay, and put it here, so you can make the pie plot for this one also. Okay, it will draw you the pie plot for this. All right. So the count plot has been created. Pie plot can be created by the simply. Okay, once you are there's one more important thing I want to mention you. If you are doing practicing lot of projects, you are working on lot of projects, different variety of projects you are available with. So it will not take much time for you to create any of the project. Hardly it will take 3 hours mostly, if you are working 2 to 3 hours more to do the code for it. The reason is you are already available with the syntax. Okay, I am also available with, since I do a lot of projects, so I am already available with a lot of syntax. I know that from where to do, and from where I can do the exploration, from where I can just put the codes. Okay, so if you are doing variety of codes, you can just take the code snippets from different files, and you can put it here, and you can assemble all these things, and your project is going to be ready. Okay, so I know these are certainly techniques, these are certainly fundas which you should follow to perform something analysis. So this will help you in creating the pie plot for the type. Next, I took model wrong. Okay, unique values for the model wrong are true and false. Two values. Value counts I have done for the model wrong, that is 15,000 and 10,000. These are the value counts for true and the false. Okay, I haven't thought to create the count and pie plot the model wrong also, though we can create for this particular value also. No worries about it. We can create. Similarly, as I did above, similarly we can create the pie and the count plot for model wrong also. Okay, next I took round. See why I'm taking these data. I'm taking these data because I believe they are categorical in nature, not I believe that I've already presented in any unique. Yes, they comprises the category. Now how you will select that these are category, these are not category? See, I can't take id as a category because it's already comprises of more than 26,000, and this is 25. These are not category. Category could be label, category could be model wrong. That means if we are having 2 to 3 values present in with us, so these are the category. Okay, 7 I could consider. Okay, this is also type, this is also a category. Okay, round, see status, it's only one category, so I don't believe to create the count plot and all such things for it right now. Round could be a category, split could be a category, annotations can also be a category. Okay, because 11, so if you are available with some minimum values, so we can convert them into categories. However, if these values going to increase, okay, if this going, so initially we are available with 26,000 entries. In 26,000, if we are having 11 or something like that, they can be called as a category. Okay, so these are the categories, different values. Okay, on behalf of that only, I'm creating the plots. So now I'm going to take round. In round I'm having 1 2a 3a. Okay, these are the rounds. Okay, and these are respectively the value counts for them, and this is how I have drawn the count plot for the rounds. Okay, and this is how I have created the pie plot for the rounds. Very simple. Anyone is having doubt, please let me know. You can ping me right now. Anyone is having doubt, please let me know. Any doubts till now? Anyone is having doubt, please. Okay, by seeing the data, which kind of graph? Okay, this could be this is the question. Which kind of graph we are going to perform over the data? As I'm talking right now about the category. Okay, so I'm drawing the plots related to the category, that is the count plot or the pie plot and something like that. Now, the kind of data which has been available with you, you should signify that whether it is a univariate data, whether it is a bivariate data, okay, or whatsoever. If change, what is this univariate and bivariate and all such things? When we create the bar plots, okay, histogram and all such things, okay, these uh, deals with the data dependency of the variables. Okay, if I draw some bar plots, x and y, okay, what needs to be x, what needs to be y? If there is a change in y with regards to the x, accordingly we decide that I need to prepare the bar plot for it. Here also bar plot has been created, but uh, there is no kind of plot which it means that I am taking something on x and something related to the y. There is no y here. This is just only showing the count related to the round. Okay, in my data set initially I haven't found that, okay, if I change this, this will change this. Okay, so as the question asked by you, Jay, that sir, what kind of plot I need to make? Okay, if in data understanding, if you believe that, okay, if I change this, this will put an impact over this, if I need to create the graph between these two parameter, ultimately you need to take the parameters in graph plotting, mathematics or whatsoever. You need to take the parameters, you need to take the variables. Okay, if you believe that these having impact on this particular thing, so you can take the parameters like this. Okay, so I can plot here further graph, I can plot further. What kind of graph I can make? I can take i can take see, my value on y-axis should be what? My value on y-axis should be what? What do you believe? What should be on x-axis? On x-axis, it should be on y-axis. There should be label. My target thing is the label, whether it is hit or non-hit. Okay, so label should be on my y. On x-axis, what should I take? I can take type on my x-axis. Yes, I can take type on my x-axis. I can take any other model wrong. If you believe that, can we take model wrong, true and false, that how much my values are true when I got prediction hit, how much I got false when I prediction hit, or how much is true for non-hit and how much is the true and false for non-hit or whatsoever. Okay, so it depends upon you that whether you want to plot between x and y, between what kind of parameters you want to take. Right now I took just only categorical kind of graphs. And again, this is very much also important to check what kind of entry is present in your data set. If it comprises of numerical entry, then it makes a sense. Here we are not available with the numerical entry. We are not available with numerical entry. So if you want to draw bar plot, if you want to draw histogram, if you want to draw scatter plot, there is no numerical entry present there. So what makes a sense to draw those kinds of graph? There is no need. Okay, if there is a numerical entry, देन आई कैन थिंक ओके यार, अब ये बनाना चाहिए था मुझे, ऐसा ये वाला ग्राफ मुझे लग रहा है बनाने के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मुझे पता चल रहा है इफ आई एम गोइंग टू फाइंड दैट कि यार एक्स, इफ देयर आई पुट सम चेंज इन द एक्स, सो इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन वाई एंड समथिंग। अब ये न्यूमेरिकल एंट्री नहीं है। ओके, ओनली द ऑब्जेक्ट टाइप ऑफ वैल्यूज आर देयर, तो मैं इसलिए स्पेसिफिक हूँ इस टाइप के ग्राफ बनाने के लिए। इज दैट ओके जय? और एक चीज और है, अब बात यह है कि अब आगे जैसे अब न्यूमेरिकल एंट्री होना ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। सेकंड आपका इंपॉर्टेंट है कि इफ आई नीड टू प्रिपेयर योर स्कैटर प्लॉट जैसे बनाना है, अब ये बाय वेरिएट है, ठीक है। और अगेन अगेन कि चेंजेस कैसे क्या रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहे हैं वेरिएबल्स के बीच में, आगे मैं आपको कुछ प्लॉट बताऊंगा ऐसे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो है वी आर गोइंग टू टेक अनसुपरवाइज, यहाँ मैं कोई आपको मॉडलिंग वो वाला नहीं बताने वाला हेट स्पीच में कि आप डिसीएंट्री और वो ले लो, नहीं ये नहीं बता रहे हम यहाँ पे, यहाँ तो मैं कुछ और ही बताने वाला हूँ, कुछ और ही एनालिसिस है। ओके, तो ऑलरेडी पोस्ट एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं हम, एक बार मैंने इनिशियली भी बता दिया प्रोजेक्ट पोस्ट एनालिसिस वाला है। ओके, यहाँ तो मॉडल ऑर्डर प्रिडिक्शन सब निकाल के बैठे हुए हैं, वो दे आर ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल विद ऑल सच डेटा। नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू फर्दर पोस्ट एनालिसिस ओवर इट। ओके, तो ये पूरा उसी पर जा रहा है। ओके, ठीक है। So it was a good question, sir. What kind of graphs we need to create for the data visualization? It is again the thing to understand what is the data available with you. If you are able to read the data, what is, then it will automatically click in your mind that what kind of visualizations you need to create. So right now I'm creating the pie plots and the count plots related to it. Okay, so now here I have also drawn the plots related to the split. Again, the same concept: split, train, test, development, split value counts I have performed. How many value counts are there? Okay, these are the value counts, and this is the count plot related to it, and this is the your pie plot related to it. If you want to work with the annotations also, you can take the annotations. I guess I haven't worked with the annotation. You can take annotation also, because in annotation we are available with the 11 categories, so we can take annotation also, annotation value. Okay, here it has been present, annotation. Okay, let me go ahead. Annotator, we are available with the 11 categories for the annotations. We can take annotations also, and we can prepare the same thing like data annotation dot unique. It will tell you all unique. We can do data annotation value counts, we'll get all the value counts, then we can put it here in the code. We can draw the count plot for the annotations, different types of annotations, and similarly we can draw the pie plot for the annotations simply. This can be done from your side also. Okay, now let's proceed ahead. Let's explore some other things after this. I hope there is no doubt right now. Any doubt, others? Any? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Uh, yeah. 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 If you want to check for the those kind of values which are between 0 and 1, then you are not we are not going to have this plots like a bar and something like that. We are going to have different other kind of plot, the plots which comes under probability distribution, because these are actually the accuracies are the probabilities. Okay, so does anything come into your mind? What could be the probability distribution graph can be created for it? What graph has been created for this? Anything coming into your mind? Because yes, we can create a graph. Yes, yes, continuous. Yes, yes, continuous values. Yes, 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 definitely you can create. Only for the probability. Yes, you can create. Yes, only for the probability accuracy which you are coming to, you can create a graph for it. What could be the graph? Anything in your mind? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone can let me know what graph is going to be created? Yes, yes. PDF. Jayanti's friend. What is PDF, Jayanti? Histogram. Bar graph. Okay. Actually, yeah, yeah, PDF. Actually, hmm, 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 hmm. Actually, that is why I asked from you people that what do you think the kind of graph can be created. And here according to me we can create the distribution plots. Okay, we can have a distribution plots here. Okay, because we are having a probability that this is the accuracy. Yeah, that is in Seaborn there is a method, there is a plot that is called as sns.dist plot. Okay, so we can create a distribution plot here. Okay, and we can take our data which we want to create, and the distribution can be your normal distribution, Poisson's distribution. It depends upon you what kind of category you want to create here. Okay, and put that particular category, and you can draw, because the values which are present here are these are the, the continuous values are been there. Okay, so you can create the dist plot related to it. Okay, so it can be like sns.distplot, and you can take your data like data, and your type is the type is just wait. Uh, your type is this one, db.models underscore predict. Okay, then we can create the distribution plot over it. So on x-axis we can take the normal distribution whatsoever we are having these, and then we can have on y-axis we can also take the frequencies. Okay, so dist plot is something which we can create. Just simply we can write also dist plot, and it will work. It was simply dist plot. You can take in kind equal to, you can take kd. Okay, so if you want me to write this thing, I can write it here. Yeah, I will write it. I will write it. Right. I know that it's better. I can write. Okay, so you can just take plt dot figure. You can take anything like this. Plt dot figure, copy, and just pasting it here. Plt dot figure. It can be like 15.6. Okay, and you can take like sns dot dist plot. Okay, and then you can take data, and you are going to take this category, that is kde. This is, nah, sorry, not kd, this is db dot model underscore predicts. Okay, you can take it here, and we can draw the plots ahead. Okay, in quotation I can take this just a plot. Okay, and further you can take like this kind equal to kind. If you want to take, yeah, whatever you want to prepare, you can take kd. If I just take like the kd equal to, I can take like true here with true. Okay, that is kernel density estimation. Kd equal to true, that means kernel density estimation. And if you want to create the bins also, so you can create bins equal to 10. Okay, whatsoever, just create like this. And plt dot xtext you can take like plt dot xtext you can take like rotation or whatsoever you want to do, some xtext rotation 90 here given. You can take rotation equal to 45, and plt dot show. Okay, this is something which we can create. Okay, so I do one thing. Let me show the plot. Okay, done. Data I have taken, and then I did a drop here. Okay, and then these values are also dropped. Okay, and just remaining will not put an impact on my code. So let's see. Now you are able to check the distribution. Okay, okay, so this is your plot for only one numerical value. One numerical column is already present here, only one was present. Okay, so on the basis of that we have plotted this graph. Okay, just very simple. Binomial kind of thing means this is a normal distribution basically. This is, yeah, this, yeah, normal or Poisson distribution. Okay, this is normal distribution. Okay, so we have created for this particular entry for this particular column. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Please say. What will the approach to read this graph? This is the density. Yeah, actually, what happens is on x axis we are getting what kind of values coming. That means 0.08, 0.09, and zero point 0.99 till the last one. And what is the density? So probability density, if you want to go further deep into understanding how to read, on y-axis you are getting the density. Okay, and how to approach for the density, you need to explore the mathematical formula for this KD, kernel density estimation. Okay, this is how we can approach to read this kind of graphs. Okay, do you have any idea about the density functions or density method? Okay, so yeah, this is mandatory to understand further that what is the density, how to calculate the density of it, because you can see that there are up and downs, there are peaks in our data set. Okay, so probability density function or kernel density estimation, that what is the probability of occurrence of that particular value, accordingly it has been showing you these related things. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. Okay, before drawing such kind of graphs, and what are the results which we are going to expect. Okay, do you understood the point? Do you understood the point what I said? Huh, okay. Yeah, distribution plot. Yeah, it's a distribution plot only. It's a distribution plot only. Huh, huh, huh. Hmm. 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 यहाँ पर वही करा है. देखिए क्या हो रहा है कि आप यहाँ पर जो टॉल टावर्स देख रहे हैं, आपने जब उसको केडी करा, केडी को ट्रू करा आपने, तब आपको दिखा कि सर जो मेरा जो कर्व बन रहा था, मुझे तो बहुत सारा डेटा बाहर नजर आ रहा है. सही है, ये बोल रहे हो ना आप, ये कहना चाह रहे हो, ये पूछ रहे थे मुझसे कि सर आप बता दीजिए कि सर इसको अंडरस्टैंड कैसे करें. मेरे को तो जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन आ रहा है, जो एरिया अल्टीमेटली खास बात होती है एरिया की. ठीक है, तो ये जो कर्व जो बन रहा है, जो एरिया है अल्टीमेटली, इस एरिया के अंदर कितनी वैल्यू आ रही हैं, कौन कौन सी वैल्यू आ रही है, वही मेरी एक्चुअल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. और जो बाहर जा रही है सर, वो तो कर्व के अंदर आ ही नहीं रही है. तो अभी लाई करना चाहिए. देखिए क्या है. हाँ, 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 फर्दर एनालिसिस के बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जा सकते हैं फर्दर एनालिसिस के लिए, बट द पॉइंट इज वेदर वी रिक्वायर फॉर द फर्दर एनालिसिस और नॉट. ओके, ना तो क्वेश्चन कम्स, आपको फर्दर एनालिसिस करने की जरूरत है, मतलब क्यों क्यों और जाएंगे आगे. हेलो. हम्म. ड्रॉ किया, यस. हाँ, हाँ, ठीक है, सही है. हाँ, कोई पर्पस नहीं है. कोई पर्पस नहीं था उसको ड्रॉ करने का. एक्चुअली दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन केम टू मी, तो मैंने हाँ यस, हाँ यस पूछा. हाँ. हम्म. ट्रू और फॉल्स. हम्म. हाँ. 0. 0 0 to 1. हम्म. हम्म, डन। हम्म, तो ये फर्दर एक्सप्लोरेशन। हाँ हाँ। ऑडियो आउटपुट। और हमने बिल्कुल सही है। हम्म हम्म। अब हम्म 0 to 1। हम्म हम्म। अब देखिए क्या है, ये डेटा किस रेंज में बिलोंग बिलोंग कर रहा है, यहाँ मुझे पता चला कि मेरा तो ऑलरेडी एनालिसिस हो चुका था, मॉडल हैज ऑलरेडी गिवन मी सम रिजल्ट्स एंड आई एम पुटिंग इट हियर, आई एम गेटिंग कहीं पर ट्रू है कहीं पे फॉल्स है। ओके, एंड दिस इज समथिंग विच आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सपेक्ट, एंड एज पर शी ऑल्सो सेड कि सर ये तो प्रॉपर्टी है ऑलरेडी मेरे पास, डिस्ट प्लॉट के अंदर के डी यदि मैं ट्रू कर दूंगा तो मुझे वो कर्व बना के बता देगा, ठीक है, कर्नल डेंसिटी। ठीक है, तो ये फिर बात की बात आई कि सर जो है कि ये तो कर्व के अंदर आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा, अब आपके पास कोई कंटिन्यूस डेटा है वो कर्व के अंदर नहीं आ रहा है। ओके, दैट मीन्स जो मेरा एस्टिमेशंस हैं, व्हाट आर द एस्टिमेशंस व्हिच आई एम सपोज टू टेक, वो एस्टिमेशंस नहीं आ रहा भाई, जो एस्टिमेटेड वैल्यू होने चाहिए थी वो वैल्यू मुझे नहीं मिल रही है। ओके, अभी एस्टिमेशंस की, अब द क्वेश्चन सर इसको फर्दर ऐसे कैसे एक्सप्लोर किया जाए, द पॉइंट इट शुड हैव टू बी फर्दर एक्सप्लोर्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कि आप आगे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को कैसे ले जाना चाहते हो अपनी स्टडी के अंदर। इसके लिए आपको उसके मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मूलाज, प्रोबेबिलिटी और अंडरस्टैंडिंग करना ज्यादा जरूरी है। ओके, दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट हियर, अनलेस एंड until we don't know the basic formulas of probability, Gaussian distribution, Poisson distribution of the data, क्योंकि ये पूरा की पूरा probability, this is ultimately the probability। ओके, ऑकरेंस ऑफ एन इवेंट, ऑकरेंस ऑफ नॉट ऑफ एन इवेंट। ठीक है, अब आपके पास कोई कंटिन्यूस डेटा है, कोई रैंडम ट्रायल आप कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो हेड या कॉइन को टॉस कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो डाइस को रोल कर रहे हैं, एंड यू आर गेटिंग अ प्रोबेबिलिटी, अल्टीमेटली कुछ आउटकम आपको मिले। अब आउटकम मिले, आपने उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन यू हैव क्रिएटेड, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्रिएट करने के बाद यू आर सेइंग सर ये जो पर्टिकुलर कर्व आया है, वी आर गेटिंग सम वैल्यूज इनसाइड, सम वी आर गेटिंग सम वैल्यूज आउटसाइड ऑल्सो। बेसिकली क्या क्या उसको और क्या बोला जा सकता है, उसको क्या क्या बोलेंगे आप, अल्टीमेट जो वैल्यू उसके अंदर नहीं आ रही, कर्व के अंदर, इफ उस वो एरिया के अंदर नहीं आ रही, तो क्या हम उसको बोल देंगे फॉल्ट एंट्रीज है, फॉल्ट वैल्यूज हैं, या रॉन्ग रिजल्ट दे दिया उसने। व्हाट शुड वी आर गोइंग टू से, डज दे गिव अ फॉल्स वैल्यू। कैन, यहाँ तो है, दिख रहा है बिल्कुल एक्सट्रीमली आउटसाइड है, लेकिन बात फिर वही हो गई है अगे, ये तो प्रॉपर्टी है, और जो प्रॉपर्टी है आपकी केडी की, डेंसिटी की, तो अपनी रेंज तक की वो बना कर देगा आपको, उससे बाहर वो देगा नहीं आपको। अब आपने बोल दिया सर वो तो फॉल्ट एंट्री थी, उसको तो भगा दो, उसको नहीं रखेंगे अपन। ठीक है, तो मैं एग्जैक्टली उसको जस्टिफाई भी नहीं कर सकता आपकी स्टेटमेंट, हाँ हाँ आप बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो, तो भाई मैं तो बीइंग एज अ टीचर मैं तो नहीं बोल सकता। ठीक है, और सीधी सीधी बात यह है कि अनलेस एंड अनटिल आप उसका मैथमेटिक्स तक नहीं जाएंगे, तब तक तो मैं आपको नहीं बोलूंगा कि आप किसी पॉइंट पर आ जाएं, और ना मैं आपको आने दूंगा ना मैं खुद आऊंगा। ठीक है, तो इसके पीछे लगेगी मैथ्स, ठीक है, प्रोबेबिलिटी एनालिसिस, आप यदि हम उनको डेंसिटी कर्व्स को थोड़ा सा और पढ़ें, एक्सप्लोर करें, और जहाँ यदि कोई स्टैटिस्टिशियन है, ठीक है, someone related to the statistics, because I am also the person related to the computer science more, though I know the maths, though I know all these things, तो जितना डेप्थ जितना कोर मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ, जो क्वेश्चंस मुझसे पुट अप हुए वहां तक मैं आपको लेवल, लेकिन कोई चीज को जस्टिफाई कर देना, ठीक है, कि ये ऐसा ही है और आपके पॉइंट पे, तो वो नहीं कर पाऊंगा मैं, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि मैं उसको आउटलायर बोल दूं, घोषित कर दूं आउटलायर है तभी वो इसके कारण, लेकिन क्योंकि मेरे पास ऑलरेडी इन इन माय मेथड देयर इज ऑलरेडी प्रॉपर्टी अवेलेबल, कि भाई आप यदि आप कर्नल डेंसिटी फंक्शन बनाओगे, उसको ट्रू करोगे, तो वो इसी तरीके से कर्व बनाएगा, उसकी लिमिट, उसकी रेंज है, उसके बाहर वो नहीं जाएगा, वो एरिया डिफाइन कर देगा। अब आप ही बोलो सर एरिया के बाहर आ रहा है, वो आउटलायर है, तो उसको खत्म करो। तो आउटलायर के लिए फिर हम बॉक्स प्लॉट क्यों बनाते हैं? बॉक्स प्लॉट्स तो हमारा मेन रोल है आउटलायर्स डिटेक्शन करने के लिए। तो फिर इसी इसी से ही कर देते हैं ना हम, तो वो तो हमने करा नहीं है। ओके, तो अभी यहाँ बिल्कुल हम ये जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रहे हैं, बिल्कुल नहीं कर रहे हैं कि वो आउटलायर है। बस बस कैसे हो रहा है, हाँ बस बस बात खत्म हुई, बस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है, तो एरिया डिफाइन कर रहा है कि भाई इस तरीके से ये पॉइंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है, बात खत्म हुई। ठीक है विपुल, कहाँ रह गए सर? धवल सर, हाँ ठीक है। सो तो इस तरह ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से नहीं भाई, ये तो क्या है कि लाइव है ये। ओके, एवरीथिंग इन कोड एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट। मुझे आश्चर्य होता है कि व्हेन खैर रिकॉर्डिंग है, तो फिर बंद करूंगा, उसके बाद बात करूंगा जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, सेशन के बाद बात करेंगे। ठीक है, सो लेट मी प्रोसीड अहेड। अब मैंने क्या करा आगे, आई टुक ग्रुप बाय करा मैंने टाइप को लेकर, क्योंकि कितने टाइप का है, क्योंकि यही दो तीन कॉलम हैं जो मेरे कंसर्निंग, दीज आर द कॉलम्स विच आर बीन मच मोर कंसर्न्ड फॉर मी, दैट इज टाइप क्या था, लेबल्स क्या क्या हैं, तो टेक्स्ट के बारे में बात हो रही है। ओके, सो आई जस्ट डिड अ ग्रुप बाय। यहाँ पर मैंने पांडास का ग्रुप बाय लगाया है आईडी के हिसाब से। ठीक है, आईडी आई टुक एन रेफरेंस टू एन आईडी, आई परफॉर्म अ ग्रुप बाय ऑफ टाइप, एंड देन आई फाउंड दैट animosity इज समथिंग लाइक दिस, dehumanization इज दिस। तो ये काउंट्स है उनके, these are the counts, these are respectively the counts related to your column type। the internally मैं गया हूँ, और ये मुझे मिला है कि ये टाइप है, और these are the counts for that। अब यदि मैं ऊपर जाऊँ, did I check the value counts for type above? यहाँ मैंने करा है वैल्यू टाइप्स, ये रहा, these are these are respectively the counts for that। अब यहाँ जो है आपका, in this particular type which I am printing here, let's recheck again। क्या ये वही बता रहा है? सिमिलर थिंग, ऑल सब पूरा वही बता रहा है। यूनिक करा था मैंने, और वैल्यू काउंट्स करे थे। ओके, तो यहाँ यदि आप बोलें तो ये ए बी सी डी के हिसाब से आता है। ओके, इन अल्फामेटिकल नोटेशन। ऊपर जो यही चीज प्रिंट तो करी थी, वी हैव प्रिंटेड द सेम थिंग अबाउ आल्सो, बट हियर वी गॉट नॉट इन फॉर्मेट, हियर वी गॉट द वैल्यूज इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर, बड़े से छोटा आ रहा था। यहाँ एबीसीडी के हिसाब से नहीं आ रहा, बस अंतर इतना हुआ जब मैंने ग्रुप कर दिया, और उसके वैल्यूज तो यहाँ एबीसीडी के हिसाब से उसने दे दिया। ओके, वैल्यूज दोनों की सेम है, लगभग बोथ आर सेम। अब फिर आई नीड टू प्रिपेयर द प्लॉट्स, सब प्लॉट्स फॉर दैट। अब मैं वन लाइनर में खेल करूंगा पूरा, जो मैं इनिशियली सेपरेट सेपरेट लेकर चल रहा था। व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इज आई क्रिएट द सब प्लॉट, नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स आई एम क्रिएटिंग 3, फिगर साइज आई एम टेकिंग 24, and DPI is that is dot per pixel inches per inch, the dots I'm taking, these are 100। okay, it depends upon you, तो जितने भी हैं ये पैरामीटर्स हैं, these you can take from your side also। okay, कुछ कलर्स मैंने डिफाइन करें अपनी तरफ से। अब यहाँ हैश एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, दिस इज समथिंग आई डिड इट टू का रेफरेंस, क्योंकि ये किसी को याद रहता नहीं है, नो वन नोज दैट क्या कलर का क्या नोटेशन होगा। तो अब सिंपल या तो ये हो सकता है, आइदर यू कैन टेक इट एज रेड ब्लू ग्रीन, यू कैन टेक फ्रॉम योर साइड, कोई मना ही नहीं है। ओके, कलर भी आप डिफाइन कर सकते हो कि जो प्लॉट बना रहे हैं उनमें कलर क्या होंगे, ये आप अपनी तरफ से भी यू कैन गिव फ्रॉम योर साइड ऑल्सो, नो वरीज। सो हियर मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस द प्रोजेक्ट्स हैज बीन बिल्ड, तो वहाँ वो ज़्यादातर ये बनाते हैं, इसी तरीके के नोटेशन देते हैं। ओके, कुछ हेक्सा के फॉर्मेट में। ओके, यही मशीन अंडरस्टैंडिंग में यही होता है ज़्यादातर। ओके, तो आई डिड टुक द सेम रेफरेंस फॉर दैट। ओके, सो कलर्स डिफाइन करा, देन टाइप वैल्यू काउंट्स आई क्रिएटेड, आई डिड क्रिएटेड प्रीवियसली ऑल्सो। वैल्यू काउंट्स टाइप पाई प्लॉट मुझे बनाना है, तो डेटा टाइप डॉट वैल्यू काउंट्स डॉट प्लॉट काइंड इक्वल टू पाई। सो दिस इज अ सिंटेक्स फॉर ड्राइंग द पाई प्लॉट। प्रीवियसली जो पाई प्लॉट बनाया था आपने, वो भी उसका भी मतलब काइंड ऑफ सिंटेक्स थे, पी एल टी डॉट पाई करके बनाया था आपने। यहाँ पर जो मैं लेकर चल रहा हूँ, आई एम टेकिंग प्लॉट फंक्शन, और प्लॉट फंक्शन इज बीन एवरग्रीन फॉर ऑल। इफ आई टेक काइंड इक्वल टू बार, तो ये बार प्लॉट बनाएगा। इफ आई टेक काइंड इक्वल टू पाई, तो पाई प्लॉट बनाएगा। हिस्ट लोगे तो हिस्टोग्राम के टाइप काम करेगा। ओके, सो आई एम टेकिंग data type dot value counts, तो जितनी वैल्यू काउंट्स हैं, आई एम टेकिंग एंड गोइंग टू प्लॉट द पाई प्लॉट फॉर इट. ओके. एंड देन आई एम गोइंग टू टेक AX0, दैट मीन्स भाई आपने यहाँ पर क्या कर रखे हैं, 3 कॉलम ले रखे हैं. ओके, तो उस हिसाब से भाई मुझे पर कॉलम में एक में मुझे पाई प्लॉट बनाना है. लेबल्स मैंने उनको डिफाइन कर रखे हैं, जो भी उसकी इंडेक्स वैल्यूज हैं. इस तरीके से भी आप लेबल डिफाइन कर सकते थे. यू कैन डिफाइन फ्रॉम योर साइड, आइदर यू कैन डिफाइन द लेबल्स इन द वे विच आई हैव क्रिएटेड अ लिस्ट. वहां मैंने लिस्ट बनाई थी, ये भी आपको पता है. यदि मैं लिस्ट ले लूँ, ब्रैकेट के अंदर हेट एंड नॉन हेट करके कर लूँ, तो भी लेबल बन जाएंगे. और ये भी एक तरीका है लेबल बनाने का. Okay, this is also one of the technique to draw the labels. Labels equal to data type dot value counts dot index. These are also the labels. And colors is you have already defined the colors above. Okay, ये आपने already define कर रखे हैं. सिमिलरली अगला मैंने काउंट प्लॉट बनाया है, इसी को लेकर काउंट प्लॉट बनाया है. पैलेट मैंने पहले HLS लिया था, यहाँ मैं पेयर्ड ले रहा हूँ. ये डिपेंड करता है. मेरा फेवरेट HLS है, मैं उसको हर हर प्रोजेक्ट में यूज़ करता हूँ. ऐसा कोई ज़रूरी भी नहीं है कि क्यों क्या किस लिए आप अपना यूज कर सकते हो. सो यू नो द कलर पैलेट आई एम टेकिंग हियर इज अ पेयर्ड. दिस इज आल्सो पेयर्ड फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन. काउंट प्लॉट रिलेटेड टू, आई एम टेकिंग ह्यू एज अ मॉडल रॉन्ग. अब देखिए दोनों चीजें. हियर is a simple count plot. Here is a simple count plot. Here is a count plot which has been prepared with reference to some another column. So here I have taken model wrong with reference to this column. Prepare the count plot for the type. तो ये reference है, reference. I take any other column in a reference and then I can create the plots for it. Okay, I can prepare the plots for it. So model wrong is with reference to model wrong, just create a count plot for it. ये मैंने बनाया है. And then I'm taking the range for I is range 3, क्योंकि मुझे 3 plots बनाने हैं. I'm setting Y label. I'm setting X values also. And I'm setting your parameters for Y. These I'm setting. Okay. And then here I'm setting your title. First for your pie plot, second for your count plot, and third for your model evolution related to the model wrong. Okay, so यहाँ very simple यहाँ कोडिंग है. नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट सर ये क्या कर दिया आपने. प्रीवियसली आई डिड प्लॉटेड सेपरेटली, नाउ आई एम टेकिंग इट इन अ कंबाइंड एंड जस्ट मिक्सिंग इट अप ऑल द थिंग्स. ये आप सेपरेटली भी क्रिएट कर सकते थे, कर भी दिया था. बस मैं ऑलरेडी इनका प्लॉट तो बना ही चुका हूँ. टाइप में मैं ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड पाई बना चुका हूँ, मैं ऑलरेडी काउंट बना चुका हूँ. एक और मुझे बनाना था, यदि वो ये था कि भाई मैं ह्यू लेकर चल देता, तो करना कुछ नहीं था. मैं यहाँ पर इसी जगह पर डेटा पैलेट इक्वल टू HLS में यहाँ लिख देता ह्यू इक्वल टू मॉडल रॉन्ग करके लिख दूँ. यदि मैं ये इक्वल टू मॉडल अंडरस्कोर रॉन्ग, तो एक बस ये बन जाएगा, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. बस इतना खेल करना था और कुछ नहीं करना था. अब ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. हमने अलग से कलर डिफाइन करे, हमने अलग से वी हैव क्रिएटेड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. ये मिक्सअप में कैसे कंपेरेटिव प्लॉट, यदि आपको कोई बोल दे कि कंपेरेटिव प्लॉट बना के बताइए, एक ही जगह पर मुझे दिखने चाहिए सारे. ठीक है, तो कंपेरेटिव प्लॉट बनाने के तरीके हैं. ओके, तो यहाँ पर आपने लूप वगैरह लगाया, लेबल्स वगैरह सेट करा. अब ये AX वही बता रहा है, AX आई मतलब 0 पर आपको पाई प्लॉट बनाना था, I1 पर आपको काउंट प्लॉट बनाना था, I2 पर भी काउंट प्लॉट बनाना है, लेकिन मॉडल रॉन्ग लेकर चलना है रेफरेंस में, ये काम करना है. तो ये हुआ है यहाँ. दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव डन. ओके, एंड दिस इज द रिजल्ट विच आई हैव गॉट. ओके, सो ये पूरा कंपेरेटिव प्लॉट बन गया आपका, सिर्फ टाइप को लेकर कंपेरेटिव प्लॉट बन गया. ओके, सो एनीथिंग यू वांट टू से हियर? एनीवन वांट टू से समथिंग हियर? ओके, सो दिस इज जस्ट अ सिंपल काइंड ऑफ प्लॉट्स विच वी डिड क्रिएटेड अबाउ. अब मैंने मिक्स करके एक ही में बना दिया, बस, और कुछ नहीं है, कोई अंतर नहीं है. ओके, और बस मैंने कलर चेंज कर दिया, HLS की जगह पेयर्ड कर दिया, और कुछ नहीं. ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज, इफ आई जस्ट अगेन सम प्लॉट्स रिलेटेड टू द लेबल का भी मैं रेफरेंस प्लॉट बनाऊंगा मॉडल रॉन्ग से. ओके, मॉडल रॉन्ग के साथ इसका रेफरेंस काउंट प्लॉट बनाया मैंने. ओके, ये सेम पूरा. ठीक है, अब ये एक plt.xtix पैरामीटर्स पी रैम्स, यानी वो रन टाइम के टाइम पर जो भी एक्स और वाई की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी, पी रैम्स एंड सी रैम्स एंड ऑल सच थिंग्स. तो ये जो है आपको एक्स और वाई के टिक्स हैं, plt.xtix y टिक्स. ये मैं ऑलरेडी ऊपर बता चुका हूँ आपको, कुछ अलग नहीं है. अब व्हाट आई डिड हियर इज जस्ट आई प्रीवियसली आई टुक टाइप हियर, एंड हियर आई एम टेकिंग द लेबल. I'm taking label here and I'm taking hue as model wrong, nothing else. तो यहाँ पैलेट अगेन पेयर्ड लेकर चल रहा हूँ, HLS लिया था ऊपर. ओके, नथिंग, एंड फिगर साइज वगैरह चेंज कर दिए और कुछ नहीं करा, टाइटल डाल दिया। ओके, टाइटल डाल दिया, आई हैव क्रिएटेड द फॉन्ट साइज, सो यू कैन डू दीज ऑल फ्रॉम योर साइड। आप इसमें चेंजेस कर सकते हैं और आप अपने हिसाब से चीज़ों को बना सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पर मैंने उसका भी मॉडल इवोल्यूशन का भी मैंने प्लॉट बना दिया। अब ये मॉडल रॉन्ग के हिसाब से लेकर चल रहा हूँ। अंडरस्टैंडिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या बोल रही, ऊपर भी क्या बोल रही थी। ये यहाँ पर देखें, ये तो चलो ठीक है बन गया था। यहाँ पर ये देखें कि फॉल्स और ट्रू की बात करें तो जिसमें नॉट गिवन है, नॉट गिवन जिसका डेटा मेरे पास नहीं था, वहां पर देखें यदि इस प्लॉट को समझने की कोशिश करें फिर अंडरस्टैंड, तो ट्रू। यहाँ पर अपना मॉडल रॉन्ग, मॉडल रॉन्ग था या राइट था, तो दिस इज योर मॉडल इज ट्रू इन दिस केस। ओके, जहां नॉट गिवन है, जहां कुछ नहीं पता मुझे टेक्स्ट के बारे में, और फॉल्स जो है वो कम है। ठीक है, फॉल्स कम है। जहां पर नन है, जहां मुझे नॉट नॉट गिवन, नन, नन मीन्स नथिंग, इसके बारे में तो मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता। ठीक है, तो नथिंग के केस में कंपेरेटिव आ गया बिल्कुल। ठीक है, दैट मीन्स हियर मॉडल इज ट्रू एंड मॉडल इज फॉल्स विद सम लेस वैल्यूज देन दैट, ऐसा है। अगला, डेरोगेशन की यदि बात करें, डेरोगेशन की बात करें तो यहाँ आप देखें कि मॉडल ट्रू कितने पे था, फॉल्स कितने पर आया है। ओके, तो ये जो आपको दो दो टावर दिख रहे हैं ना, ये दोनों कंपेरेटिव टावर है, और ये कंपेरिजन आपके लेबल के हिसाब से है। ये यहाँ पर आपको दिख रहा होगा, फॉल्स एंड ट्रूथ है। ओके, तो मॉडल रॉन्ग, नॉट गिवन पर फॉल्स पे कितना आ रहा था और ट्रू पे कितना आ रहा था, दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव गिवन हियर। डेरोगेशन पे कितना आ रहा है, डिह्यूमनाइजेशन पे कितना आ रहा है, थ्रेटनिंग पे कितना आ रहा है, सपोर्ट पे कितना आ रहा है, विद कंपैरिजन टू द मॉडल रॉन्ग, दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू प्लॉट। ये प्लॉट्स करें। सिमिलरली यहां पर भी ये काम करा। यहां पर ये देखिए कि हेट जो है, इन हेट व्हेन योर मॉडल इज रॉन्ग, देखिए मॉडल आपका ट्रू है इतने टाइम कि यार भाई उसने हेट निकाल दिया, रॉन्ग कितने पर, इतने टाइम। फॉल्स कितने पे आ रहा है, इतने पे आ रहा था, जब उसने हेट एस्टिमेट कर दिया तो इतने पे फॉल्स आ रहा है वो, हेट एस्टिमेट करने पर। ओके, दिस इज व्हाट वी फाउंड। फिर नॉन हिट पे, नॉन हिट पे ट्रू कितनी बार आ रहा है, इतनी बार आ रहा है, दैट मीन्स अराउंड 5,000 से 5,800 करके कुछ वैल्यूज होंगी। और यहाँ पर नॉन हिट कितने पे आ रहा है, आपके उस पर फॉल्स पे, तो ये रहा आपका फॉल्स वाला। तो ये दोनों टावर आपको दिख रहे हैं। तो कौन कितने पर आ रहा है, किस रेस्पेक्टिवली वैल्यू के हिसाब से आ रहा है, वो यहाँ पर लेवल मैंने डिफाइन कर दिया है। तो ह्यू का मतलब ये होता है कि आप रेफरेंस प्लॉट करिए। ठीक है, क्रिएट अ रेफरेंस प्लॉट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द वैल्यूज। तो ये आप किसी को भी लेकर चल सकते हो, किसी को भी लेकर चल सकते हो। तो मैंने मॉडल रॉन्ग को लेकर रेफरेंस प्लॉट क्रिएट करा है विद फॉर द टाइप आल्सो एंड फॉर द लेबल्स आल्सो। ये बात आपको क्लियर है? डज दिस मेक्स अ सेंस? ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, नाउ आई टुक, अब यहाँ लेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो गया। सिंपल लेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का तो हम ऑलरेडी बना चुके थे, काउंट प्लॉट उसकी मुझे ज़रूरत है नहीं। आगे मैं बढ़ता हूँ क्योंकि ये टॉपिक अब यहाँ से खुलेगा, एनएलपी, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग करना है मुझे। तो इतना अभी मैंने एक्सप्लोर, द थिंग विच आई हैव डिड एक्सप्लोर राइट नाउ टिल दिस, कि दीज आर सर्टेनली द कॉलम्स अवेलेबल विद मी, दीज आर हैविंग द वैल्यूज गिवन टू मी। मैंने आई डिड रिफाइनमेंट्स ओवर द डेटा, आई प्लॉट सम विजुअलाइजेशंस फॉर दैट। नाउ द थिंग इज आई नीड टू परफॉर्म नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग ओवर इट। सो इफ आई गेट स्टार्टेड विद एनएलपी, तो एनएलटीके, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज टूल किट, दिस इज द टूल किट। I in every project if you do for related to the NLP, ये तो आना ही है NLT के। ठीक है, क्योंकि ये टूल किट है, इसमें सब कुछ है। Okay, now if you want to check out for the websites, I am also available with the website. I did open the website related to it, and NLTK website is called as nltk.org, and all the details, जब आपको रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगी दिखेगी तो आपको ये भी दिखेगा कि मैंने वेबसाइट यहाँ पर ओपन करी है साइड में। ठीक है, तो nltk.org, दिस इज अ वेबसाइट रिलेटेड टू इट। Okay, and here the complete information of the NLTK has been mentioned here. कि इसमें how many corpora, that means how many languages are available, 50 corpora, and lexical resources are available here for the NLTK. Okay, and most of the features, that means lot of word related resources, जो भी words है, जो भी embeddings हैं, वो सब के सब इस NLTK के अंदर दिया गया है। और डेफिनेशन में लिखी गई है, NLTK is called as a wonderful tool for teaching and working in computational linguistics using Python. Okay, so if you want to work with the text, okay, with different languages, NLTK toolkit, because NLTK is open source, it is free, and it is community driven project. Okay, सब पूरा वेबसाइट पर मेंशन कर रखा है, इनकी ऑलरेडी वेबसाइट बनी हुई है। ओके, एंड यहाँ पर कुछ सैंपल कोड्स भी दे रखे हैं एनएलटी के, जिसको आप एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं और आप पता कर सकते हैं कि इसमें क्या क्या आउटकम आ रहा है. Okay, they have taken sentences, they have taken tokens and each and everything, they have taken entities and all such things. Okay, so बहुत ही बेसिक है, important है. The website is nltk.org. I have opened this thing. Okay, in recording you will find it. तो ये मैंने इंपोर्ट करा है. आपको इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगी पहले nltk, तभी जाके आप इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं. इंस्टॉलेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, अगला है आपका आर ई, रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन. तो भाई रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन में मैं पैटर्न पता करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, कोई भी टेक्स्ट में किस टाइप के पैटर्न है, क्या है क्या नहीं है. तो इफ आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट द पैटर्न्स देन आई विल बी यूजिंग रेगुलर एक्सप्रेशन फॉर दैट. ओके, सो आर ई. नेक्स्ट इज द कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस. बड़ी बात, अब ये कभी पहले यूज नहीं करा मैंने. कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस, कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस होते क्या है? ओके, तो पाइथन के अंदर यू आर अवेलेबल विद द कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. अगेन आई विल जस्ट टेक सम concern related to the contractions. Okay, and the concept related to the contraction has been available on the Geeks for Geeks website also. Okay, there is already a reference article present for the contraction. So contractions करता क्या है? What are the contractions in Python? तो ये जो library है contractions, it is used for expanding and creating common English contractions in text. That means it is basically used for dimensionality reduction and to normalize the text before generating word or the character vectors. तो ये डायमेंशनलिटी रिड्यूस करने के काम आता है. अब डायमेंशनल रिडक्शन क्या होता है? अल्टीमेटली मुझे यहाँ फीचर एक्सट्रैक्शन की बात करनी है, मुझे फीचर्स एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है. तो अच्छा, जैसे अब मेरे सामने वर्ड लिखा है प्लेइंग. प्लेइंग में जो रूट वर्ड है वो है प्ले. प्लेड बोला तो रूट वर्ड है प्ले. ओके, तो टीचिंग का रूट वर्ड है टीच. ओके, तो क्या है कि मुझे डायमेंशंस रिड्यूस करना है, मुझे फीचर एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है कि भाई ये बताइए जो वर्ड है किस कोर को बिलोंग कर रहा है बेसिकली. ऐसी स्थिति में आपको कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस का यूज करना पड़ेगा. कॉन्ट्रैक्शन आपको इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा अलग से, ये अवेलेबल नहीं है. यू नीड टू इंस्टॉल PIP इंस्टॉल कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस. जैसे एनएलटी की करेंगे, आपके पास है तो कोई बात नहीं, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन अलग से इंस्टॉल होगा. ओके, ये लाइब्रेरी अलग से इंस्टॉल होगी, उसके बाद फिर आप इसका यूज कर सकते हो. तो मैंने इंस्टॉल करी है, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम यूजिंग द कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस लाइब्रेरी हियर. तो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन बेसिकली एनएलपी के अंदर इसलिए यूज हो रहा है बिकॉज इट परफॉर्म्स अ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन by simple replacement rules of the commonly used English contractions or the text. ठीक है, तो ये रिप्लेसमेंट करेगा. ठीक है, उसको फीचर्स को एक्सट्रैक्ट करेगा, डायमेंशन रिड्यूस करेगा और वर्ड को एम्बेडिंग्स को एम्बेड करेगा, टैग करेगा विद द कैरेक्टर्स, कैरेक्टर वेक्टर्स. वेक्टराइजेशन होना है. यदि आप आगे देखिए क्या है कि आप क्यों ऐसा करना चाह रहे हैं. रीजन है कि मुझे नॉर्मलाइजेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट है. आई नीड टू नॉर्मलाइज माई टेक्स्ट बिफोर आई जनरेट द वर्ड और द कैरेक्टर वेक्टर्स, बिकॉज यहाँ वेक्टराइजेशन करना पड़ेगा मुझे. मैं आगे अपनी यहाँ अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग में काउंट वेक्टराइजर यूज करूंगा, TF-IDF यूज करने वाला हूँ. ठीक है, तो मुझे कुछ और प्लॉट्स करना है. डेफिनेटली आई विल बी डूइंग टू परफॉर्म सच काइंड ऑफ एनालिसिस. ओके, तो इन ऑर्डर टू परफॉर्म दिस टास्क मुझे यहाँ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so this library you need to install and then you will be understanding what यूज. तो मैं आपको यहाँ बता रहा हूँ, प्रैक्टिकली सब अभी क्लियर हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये आपको करना है. कॉन्ट्रैक्शन का क्या रोल है ये मैंने आपको बेसिकली बताया. फिर स्टॉप वर्ड्स मुझे डाउनलोड करने हैं, तो एनएलटीके से डाउनलोड ऑफ स्टॉप वर्ड्स. यू विल नो द, एन, इज एंड, मतलब जिसका मतलब स्पेशली कोई ऐसा मीनिंग है नहीं, मतलब अपनी एनएलपी के एनालिसिस में. तो स्टॉप वर्ड्स हैं, तो एनएलटीके से आई विल जस्ट इंपोर्टिंग द स्टॉप वर्ड्स. Okay, I'm downloading the stop words and I'm using the stop words. Or here English as an corpus. Okay, so language here which I will be using for creating the project is the English thing. Okay, so I guess thoda sa font chota hai. Now font is good for you to visible. Is it okay? Okay, so you know what we need to do here is, as we are working on English corpora, English language we are working. So I am taking the stop words of English language only. Okay, so I'm downloading the things or the stop words related to the English. For example, is and the, these are the stop words which are present in English. Okay, and in your data set also you have already seen I am available with a text which is English only. Okay, I'm not working with any other language or any other mixed language or something like that. No, I'm working on English. Okay, and this comes under research related to the NLP. Now the people are working on different other languages. They are collecting the data either in Sanskrit, either in Tamil, Telugu, or whatsoever. They are collecting the data related to it. Then they are performing algorithm techniques over it to generate the results, and accordingly they are publishing the research papers. Okay, so English, we have a lot of work already done. The point remains is now with other language working. Okay, so right now, as per the data, I'm available with the English, so we are doing work with that. Then stemming, NLTK dot stem import port stemmer. The reason for the stemming purposes, I need to find the root word. Okay, so as I've already told you that if I am having a word like playing, played, so the root word there was play. For playing, the root word is again play. For played, it is again play. So we need to stem the words. And then next one is a lematizer. Lematizer, word net lematizer. That means I need to connect all these words. Okay, just create a like tree like structures or something like that. Just connect all these words, okay, which are having the same meanings, which just signify the same concept. That is a lemmatization. Okay, so I'll be performing the lemmatization related to it. Okay, for example, played, playing, these are having the same root word play. So just lemmatize it, collect it, create a group of these words. Okay, so that is why I've used the nltk.stem lemmatizer, and I created an object of it and call the constructor related to it. Okay, yes, yes, Chetan, yes, ask. See, the contraction the contraction library is basically used to update your text, to update your data for further use in vectorization. Initially, with the help of contraction, I need to perform feature extraction, feature engineering. I need to reduce the dimensions. Okay, and this basically use contract naam se hi lag raha hai, it by the name itself, that means it just going to suppress something, some reduce something. So dimension is going to reduce. For example, if you are having a word, as I told again and again, the same thing, that if your word played, playing, so we need to just make it as a root word as play. Okay, so I'm reducing the dimensions for that. Don't take too much bigger words, just take only the smaller word, which is the root or the stem word for it. So this contraction has been used to perform the dimensional reduction. It is used to perform the normalization of the data. Okay, convert it into normal format before we are going to use that data, or we are going to convert that data into vector. Okay, because what happens is, in your text you need to embed, because in NLP it happens, you need to embed the data into vectors. Vectorization has been done. Okay, this task is been performed while further analysis. So this is task we need to do. No. It doesn't mean that they are working. Lemmatization is to create a group of words which are having similar meanings. Like I told that played and playing are the same thing. Okay, so just we are creating a just graph, some tree, some like structure that they are connected with each other and pointing to the same thing. Okay, that is a play. Okay, so yeah, this is the thing which we do. So just contracting the words. Okay, this performing dimensional reductions, and then proceeding ahead. Okay, feature engineering, feature extraction. And for images also we do the same thing now. If you have attended my I know that you have been present. For images also we did perform feature extraction. There is a method called as data image generator. Okay, and image augmentation also. Okay, there also we perform the same kind of, that means we give the size of the images, reduce the size of the images, rescale it. Okay, that particular, there's a method rescaling of the images. Okay, then width and height we also just mentioned. So just modifying the data for some purposes. So contraction here also do the same thing. Now the next part is we need to perform pre-processing of the data. Okay, we need to clean our text. The reason is your text comprises of mentions, hashtag and etc etc, मतलब उसमें बहुत सारी the things which we don't require to work upon. So your text comprises of all those things. Okay, so I need to clean my data. I need to only have my data comprises of words. Okay, only the words, which because I need to perform analysis over words only. I don't need to perform analysis over something else. Okay, I don't want to perform the analysis over the stop words. Did not have to perform analysis over the hash, and it did not have to perform analysis over hyperlink. I don't need to perform analysis over at the rate. Okay, so number numerics, nothing like that. I need to perform analysis over the clean text, clean data, just only data which is having the words. That words will creating the some sentences. So here there is a method I have created. Every NLP project, every NLP project comprises of this kind of method for text cleaning, for data cleaning. So this is the process of data cleaning, in which I have created a text. I am cleaning your HTML code. If it comprises of the tags, I need to write like this: remove the tags and replace it with null, or null values, like I just put a quotation here, substitute them with just null values, convert the text into lowercase. Okay, similarly, if there are certain emojis or some encodings, so ASCII, just ignore them and decode them. If there are certain emojis, so decode them. What does this they actually means? Convert them into ASCII character, and just decode that particular. If some has put happy emoji, so convert them into, okay, just decode them. This is happy. So decoding, encoding, and decoding has been done here. Remove the numbers. I don't need any numbers. Okay, so I'm just removing the digits from the I'm just taking, just join all the text, all the words which are present in the text. If it is not a digit, okay, just this is the text. If the text comprises of the digits, no, just take remove the numbers, and just take only the text, only the words. This is the method I will be going to apply for that. If I don't need any punctuation marks, any some punctuations, and some comma and semicolon and etc etc, no, I don't want these things. Substitute all of them with, again, space. Okay, again space. So everything will be by spaces. Okay, stop words, if there are stop words, remove the stop words and just pick only the words which are not present in the stop words and join them. Okay, so here I'm going to splitting my text. If I found any stop words, okay, I'm not going to take it, I'm just going to join those words which are not the stop words. Okay, next, if I'm having the words which are having less than 2, then only I'm going to consider those words, remaining I don't want to consider. Okay, just 2 character word, no, I'm not going to consider those words. Okay, if the length is greater than 2, then this makes a sense for me to perform some analysis, else I'm not going to perform the analysis. And the last one, this thing, contractions. Okay, that means again I need to contraction automatically will perform your task. Okay, contraction automatically perform your task, because this contraction once you did, so I just put a comment over the stemming thing. Okay, contraction will take the root word and root significant word related to any of the words which are used in your text. Okay, and it will fix this thing, fix your data, perform the contractions, and then do lemmatization. Okay, lemmatization, that means just create an link over the data. Okay, this is how they are related to each other, and this is how they are connected. So lemmatization, connections. Okay, so this is the basic code which we use in all NLP. There could be some extra code also related to it. Here I have given HTML. There could be like hyperlink also. We need to mention the hyperlink code also. Okay, if you want, don't consider hyperlink, then put it here. Okay, anything which you don't want to consider in your text, put it here in this. Okay, write the relevant code for it. So this code is universal or evergreen code. There are certain more codes available which are similar to this kind of codes. When you are performing the data cleaning, use those codes as a reference codes. And then the next thing is you need to perform the text cleaning. Okay, just call this method for the text cleaning. So this is your data text, the text column. which comprises of your words, the sentences. Apply this to the clean text method. Apply this text to the clean text method, and here you are getting the clean text. Here you will getting the clean text. Okay, so this text will be processed by this method. Okay, and finally you will receive the clean text, which doesn't comprises of any HTML code, which doesn't comprises of any emojis, which doesn't comprises of any numbers, which doesn't comprises of any stop words, which doesn't comprises of any words which are less than two. Only the specifically the root words, and they are all limitized, and then we are going to return that particular text, and that particular text will be saved here in the clean text. So here it is. I have printed the head. Here it is, the words. Okay, here is the text thing. All has been removed out of it, and this is the text which I got. This is the clean text which I have received. Okay, after the cleaning. So this you need to perform every time. You need to perform clean text. Okay, now the next thing, after cleaning of my text, I'll just perform certain more analysis. This is my model wrong. I have converted into string format, and here is the string. Okay, yes, Chetan, ask the question. All see, clean text has been applied for all data. Okay, basically I did consider them in a form of a raw data, though it is already processed data, previously processed data, but still here it's just certainly um, in a form of a raw, after processing also, initial processing also, that it might consist of some special characters and some comma, semicolon, stop words, at the rate, hash, and etc, etc. I didn't need to remove all of them. So clean text method, this is not like this is the method created by you. This is not like that this is universally present. No, this is the method created by you, but in that method you have included those portions which has been required to make your text clean. Okay, by removing numerics, by removing other words, not when other features which are not necessary. Okay, so this is created by you. So here also we have used the contraction. In this only we have used the contraction. Okay, that has reduced the dimensions. All any, no, only text column. Only text column. Only I'm cleaning text only, not nothing. दूसरे को क्या जरूरत है? Okay, yeah, we need to clean the text only. Okay, after applying that. Okay, okay, it's okay. After applying that, what happened is I have converted this model wrong into a string type. Yes, the data type is string. And now what I'm going to do, see, I created an empty list of vocabulary, empty list of model wrong, and empty list of label. Three empty list I'm going to create here. Three empty list. Now what happens is I'm going to iterate over each rows. Each row I'm going to iterate. That means I'm scanning each and every row. That means we are available with 20,000 plus rows, 26,000 whatsoever. I'm iterating over each rows. And what I'm going to do is I'm splitting my clean text. Splitting my clean text. That means I'm splitting each and every word which has been present in my clean text. A equal to row clean text dot split. Split it. If row label, if row label equal to hate, if I found it hate, if the row label is going to hate, label plus equal to 0 for I in range length of a, else label plus equal to 1 for I in range of length of a. That means I need to replace it with 0, or I need to replace it with 1. That's what I need to do. So numerics I need to replace. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm iterating over each row. Iteration has been performed over each row, and I am checking the labels. If my label is hate, if my label is hate, put it 0. Okay, put on it 0, put a label 0. And if it is non hate, then put the label as 1. This is what I'm performing. If again, if row model wrong is true, a model wrong is true, put it as 0, else put it as 1, and update the vocabulary. Vocab equal to vocab plus a. This is what you need to do. So what is a? What is a? You are performing iteration over each row in clean text. Row clean text in this row, just every row we are going to take every rows here, splitting. And if the label for it is hate, then replace the label by, replace, make the label as 0, else replace the label by 1. If model wrong is true, then replace it by 0, else replace it by 1. That's it. This is the task you are going to perform. Okay, so I'm just replacing the things with 0 and 1. Okay, not true and false, not any other thing, just replacing the things with 0 and 1. Okay, this is what I'm going to do here. And next I created, I created a data frame I created. That data frame is model vocab relation. This data frame consists of the words which I got from the vocabulary, vocab. Okay, and this has been collected. What is a? What is a? A is your, a is your vocabulary of words. Vocabulary of words only. What is a? In clean text, you have performed the splitting of your text. So a is your vocab. It is a text. It is a data. It is just only word. So vocabulary. Vocabulary means vocab means words ultimately. So you have collected the words from here. Okay. So I created a words column which comprises of the vocabulary. Model wrong, created another column model wrong which comprises of the model wrong, and I created label which comprises of the label entry which I have did calculated above, and I have printed the head first 5 entries of that particular data frame. So here you can find legal, husband, wife, and etc. So these are respectively the words which I did collected from above, and I put model wrong to 0. I have converted now. जहाँ पर I found that okay true, so I replace it by 0. Where I found false, I replace it by 1. Label, when it was hate, I put it as hate, I put it as 0, and for non-hate I put it as 1. So here also the same thing, 0 1 format. So I created one new data frame on the basis of the vocab words, the words which are, why I did this, the question is why I did it. Because I collected the words which are having, which are signifying something, whether they are having what kind of label, whether they are hateful, non-hateful. And with those words, does my model prediction was true or my model prediction was false. So this is what I performed the analysis, this is what I performed the task. And further going back, not going back, just getting, not back, just going much more internally in depth. In model vocab relation which I created above, I took only model wrong column. I took only model wrong column equal to 1. Just take a data frame. Just take a data frame in which model wrong is 1. In which the model wrong is 1. That means false. Okay, because on true, you have in true, in model wrong true, you have taken it as 0. In model wrong false, you have taken as 1. So just take only that particular data frame, model vocab relation equal to 1. Just collect those words and perform the value counts for it. So I got these words. These are the words whose length are 12,900, where the model wrong was false. That means model wrong was false means model was predicting correct. Model wrong false means the task performed by the model was correct. Similarly, I can take another word number 2, where the model wrong means the reduction means the analysis done, the prediction done by the model was true, means it wrongly done the prediction. Yes, its value is true. Yes, it did wrongly predictions. And here are the words again which I found. These are 10,899. These words are there. Okay, so I'm creating separate frames, separate data frame for it. So this is how you can bifurcate your data by taking values, specific values. Okay, take 0, take 1. Okay, so I took 1, then collected the words, then I took 0, then collected the words. These are the respective words. Then what are the common words in these two, where the model performed wrong also and model performed right also? What are the common words? So I have used AND operation. Secondly, I converted this into set, because only set, with the help of set only, you can perform this AND operation. So I have created the set of words and word 2, performed AND operation. Words. Okay, so word and set words too. Okay, this thing. So here I have collected the common words which are present in both of them and printed the 10 words. Okay, printed the 10 words out of it. Okay, so here are respectively the words which are present in both of them. Okay, now next what I did. So these are the common words. I used AND operation here. I can use the difference. That means what are present in this but not present in that. Okay, again I converted them into set. Okay, and then I calculated the difference. The words which are present in this means these words word frame, but not present in common words frame. So I took a set difference. Okay, set difference, and again I printed the 10 words like this. Similarly, I took difference of word 2 with the common words, that which are present in words 2 but not present in the common words. So now I'm getting the unique words which are present in word 2. I got the unique words which are present in words column. Words. These are unique, which are not present in both of them. These are the unique words which are present in words but not present in word 2. Okay, these are the words which are present in words 2 but are not present in word. Okay, so I first calculated initially the words and the words too. I separately calculated these two. I created the AND operation, applied the AND operation, I calculated the set difference of these two, and then after performing the difference with the common words, I did collected your common words, and then I came up with the word cloud generation. After collecting these words, I came up with a word cloud generation. Again, word cloud. From word cloud, import word cloud. So, what does this word cloud basically means? You have seen these kind of images, okay, which comprises of most of the places you've seen these images word cloud. So whenever you are working with the NLP, you should be able to generate the word cloud should have to be there. आपको आना चाहिए बनाते word cloud. Okay, कैसे किनका word cloud बनाना? For whom words we are going to create a word clouds. See, again, you need to install this library and then you need to import it. I've imported word cloud, import word cloud. Okay, and then I took here the data. In WC function, I created a function WC where I took the data. I took the background color and I did want to give a title here. Title. Figure size, I mentioned 13 at 10. Okay, and here is the method for the word cloud generation. Word cloud background color equal to BG color. Any of the BG color I will give, that will be the set as a background color. It depends upon your choice. Maximum words which I want to give in the word cloud are 1000. I have limited. Again, this depends upon you. How many words you want to give. Second, what is the font size you want to give? It again, it depends upon you. What is the font size you want to give? Then this is the generalized thing for creating a word cloud. For whom you need to create a word cloud? Generate किसके लिए करना है भाई? For whom you need to create? This is the technique how you want to generate. I need to generate the word cloud for the data. Okay, data I will be giving, on what data I will be generating the word cloud. Okay, so here you are going to generate the word cloud for the data. Here title will be given, plt dot im show. Here the word cloud will be shown, and access I'm by I need to off the access. Basically, while generating the word clouds, you need to off the access. Okay, we're not going to create the access here. Just make it as off every time. More means I have seen in most of the other projects. So every what kind of projects are there, word cloud and access there they keep it as set as a off. Just only I need to show this image. So the data which I have given here is the common words. Common words you have already created. What are common words? The common words are words which are present in set word also and set word 2 also. So these are the common words. These are the common words which you are seeing. I need to create a word cloud of it. Okay, so word cloud for this common words, and the background color which I'm going to give here is a black. It depends upon you. You want to give gray, you want to give blue, you want to give red, your dependency. And the title I'm going to title again depends upon you. I'm giving here a word title is common words. This is my title. Okay, this is the title which I'm going to give here. Okay, so common words. So here is a word cloud for it. For the common words, this is a word cloud. Similarly, I created the word cloud for the words. Previously, I took for the common words. Now I created the word cloud for the words. That means unique words which are for which the predictions were wrong. Okay, here the predictions went wrong. So these are the unique words where the predictions went wrong. Again, background color black for words I created. Similarly, for words too, where the predictions the model evaluated true, where the prediction of the model was right. For that also I have created the word cloud. Okay, so this is what you need to create always. Okay, this is again, this is your reference method. Use it as it is if you want to create a word cloud. This is your reference method for the creation of the word cloud. So this is your above is the reference method for your text cleaning. This is your reference method. If you are working on any of the NLP project, use these kind of reference methods. Similarly, for word cloud generation, this is the reference method. Okay, and then what happened next after creating the word cloud? I need to prepare some plots. I'm going to prepare some plots. What kind of plots I'm going to prepare? I take two column. Okay, number of columns are two. I'm creating the subplots. Figure size is 2010, and the number of pixels are 100 per inch. I am going to create a bar plot. Okay, bar plot I'm going to take or create for on why I am putting model wrong. On why I'm putting model wrong. Okay, on and on X I am taking vocab model relation model wrong equal to 0 and words for the value counts, and 20 values I need to print here. 20 values I need to print. So let me re-explain you what I'm going to print. On y-axis what I'm keeping? Vocab model relation. Model relation. What is this model relation? Model relation. Vocab model relation. Go above. Vocab model relation. What is vocab model relation? Here it is. Vocab model relation. Okay. This is your vocab model relation. And in this vocab model relation, what I'm going to take? What I'm going to take in vocab model relation? Here I'm taking if model wrong equal to 0, model wrong equal to 0, pick those words and perform the value counts of it, and till 20 values, only 20 values I need to take for the y-axis. Okay, till only 20 values for that. So here in vocab relation, vocab model relation, take model wrong only value 0, pick the words. For words I'm going to create words. बोले तो words means again इसी के लिए तो बनाया था words. Here are the words. These are the words. This is the word. Okay, this is a common word which we have created, and this is word 2. Okay, so here we are going to prepare on y-axis. I'm putting words where model wrong was 0, and on x-axis again I'm putting what? Vocab model relation, model wrong again 0, words, words, and here are what I'm going to take, which I am not took the previously. What was that? What was that? On x and y, are we taking the same values for x and y, or is there any difference in x and y? What do you think? Any suggestion you want to give? Because we need to draw the bar plot, and on bar plot, what I'm going to take, I need to put the words which are present and the counts related to those words. Counts related to those words. Actually, I'm going to prepare a bar plot. Actually, I'm going to prepare the bar plots. Okay, bar means on x and y, you are having some respectively the values. On x, you are going, and on y, what you are going to put on y axis, your values are for the model wrong, which has been 0. You're picking the words, counting the values for the model wrong, and you're putting the index up to 20. Only 20 values are putting the index for those words. For those words, just only 20 values are putting. On x-axis, compatible to that. On x-axis, what I'm taking, again, I'm taking the model relation, model vocab model relation. Again, model wrong is 0. I am again taking the words as the same and putting the value counts, and again the 20 values are there. Okay, 20 values are there, and ax equal to 0, and this means this is my first plot, so I'm just indexing it as 0 and giving some color, whatever the color, depend upon you. Okay, because color list I've already created above, so I'm just using it as same here. Similarly, in the next, I have been creating for the model wrong 1, where the model went wrong 1. Again, I'm picking up the words with the value counts, and the same thing with some different colors I'm going to show. So here it is. Here is the subplots. Here is the subplots for them. Model got them right. Okay, people, black, and these are certainly the words where the model get them right. And here are the frequency. Here is the frequency where the model get them wrong. Okay, so this is a comparative graph for the words. In the first subpart, the model get them right. In the second subpart, the model get them wrong. And how I have created this graph, I created a bar plot. On y-axis, I took the words where model got wrong. Okay, perform the value counts of it and take only 20 values. Okay, similarly on x-axis also I perform the same thing. On x-axis again I perform the same thing. Okay, because I need to show how many values they are going to be. Okay, so 500, 1000, 1500, and so on, and here are respectively the words which are present on the y-axis. Okay, and for both wrong also, right also, I created this plot. So I set the title here, and these are respectively the x-axis and the y-axis labels. Okay, so plot for model right and model wrong. Similarly, for label, I created the compatible graph. Compatible graph again 20, taking the 20 values. 20 values where the label is 0. Label 0, that means hate, and label 0, that means hate, and label 1, that means non-hate. Okay, hate and non-hate. Okay, again just printing the 20 values for the same. 20 values for the same, and this is how we got top 20 words used in the hate comments. These are the top 20 words which are used for the hate comments, and these are the top 20 words for the non-hate comments. Okay, this is what we are going to perform the analysis. Okay, so just taking here in vocab model relation, take label, because we have already designated the labels for our data frame. We have created a data frame. I have already told you above in the code. Here it is, where we have created the data frame. Okay, let me show you. Here it is. We have created a data frame. Okay, and this data frame comprises of zeros and ones only, no true and false and nothing like that. So with respect to that only, I've created a data frame of model vocab model relation, and I'm utilizing this data frame for my further analysis. Okay, this is what I'm performing here. Okay, so what are the top words which are used for hate? What are the top words which are used for the non-hate? Okay, so this is the diagram for it. This is a visualization related one. No hard and fast visualization. Please don't make it as okay sir बहुत complex हो गया. नहीं नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं है. सिर्फ x और y decide करा है और कुछ भी नहीं करा हमने. Okay, so I am just putting x and y only and just giving bar plot. और ये आप सिंपल भी अपने तरीके से बार प्लॉट बना सकते हैं. सिंपल भी आप अपने तरीके से एक्स और वाई डिफाइन करके आप बार प्लॉट बना सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि सर वो इन वन, बिकॉज जस्ट द पॉइंट इज आई नीड टू क्रिएट अ कंपेरेटिव बार प्लॉट. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग बोथ ऑफ देम इन अ single code snippet. Okay, I could have created separately. I could have taken like this bar plot I could have taken separately. This bar plot I could have taken separately. Okay, this one. But I need to create a comparative plot. That is why I've taken a subplot method. Subplot I have taken and created a bar plot for each of them separately. Okay, this is how the results which I'm getting. So previously I did check for the words where model got wrong and the words where model got them right. Okay, these two. Yes. Yes, Pooja. Huh? See, what happened in words actually? Just check out word words. What happened in the words? Here it is the words. Okay, and the word we have created from set of words with the difference of the common words. Okay, we separately created the words. Okay, we separately created the words. These are the words. Okay, these are the words where model wrong equal to 1 and model wrong equal to 0. This is the word 2. So we separately created these words. Then what happened is we created the and operation of these words and calculated the common words. Then we created some difference and updated our words. Okay, these are the words. Then we have calculated the differences and updated our words number 2. We have also updated this. Now the question came is, sir, why we are having common kind of words where we got them right and where we got them wrong? Okay, see, again check what we are using here in the bar plot. What we are using here in the bar plot, we are working for the same word dataset we are working. Okay, 0 and 1, one is right, one is wrong here. Okay, check out the graph. For example, here are the same, these are most words, most of the words. It went wrong also sometime with those words, because in a sentence these words are present. Okay, if we take the complete thing, if I use the people somewhere, I use the people in a sentence and it went correct. Puja, for you, there is a word people in some of the sentences and it went correct. The similar word people is used in another sentences, it went wrong. Are you getting my point what I'm saying? The black has been present in some of the sentences, my model worked correct, but certainly my black is present in some other sentence, my model went wrong. Okay, so this is the analysis. Okay, so don't just take, sir, people is there also, people is here also. Sir, you are saying, sir, people is right for some of the model and people is wrong for some of the models. Why this, sir? People is the only word, sir. People is only single word. Why it has been considered in here also, why it has been considered there also? ओके, तो ये तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी सर. तो भाई पीपल ये वर्ड है कहीं सेंटेंसेस में लिया गया है जहां पर मॉडल ने बिल्कुल सही प्रिडिक्ट कर दिया. ओके, तो ये उसकी कहानी कही गई है यहाँ पर, उसकी इट हैज बीन टोल्ड फॉर दैट पर्पस, where the people has been used in the particular sentence and model has predicted correctly for that. And people is been present in other words or in other sentences also, whether there the model predicted wrong. तो ये उसका एनालिसिस है. Don't take just only word specific. Sir, people is present here also, people is present there also, and sir, how it is possible, sir? One is right or one is wrong, sir? No, ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है? Is that okay now? ओके, सो यहाँ थोड़ा सा आपको डिफरेंट वर्ड्स भी मिलेगा एंड कुछ कॉमन वर्ड्स भी, मतलब ज़्यादातर कॉमन वर्ड्स आर देयर, बट देर आर सम वर्ड्स विच आर डिफरेंट इन बोथ सब प्लॉट्स. ओके, सिमिलरली फॉर द लेबल्स ऑल्सो वी आर गेटिंग द सेम काइंड ऑफ प्लॉट्स. नाउ लेट्स गेट टू द एनोटेशंस. एनोटेशंस पर आ जाते हैं. In annotations, there are certainly these are the unique annotations present with us. Okay, I guess there are 11 categories for the annotations. Okay, so these are respectively the 11 categories which are present for the annotations. What I am doing here is, again, I'm creating a list of colors, color underscore false. I'm assigning a color gray for, that means, let's see what I will tell you. For I in data model wrong equal to false. If your model wrong is false, taking the annotation value counts. Okay, so colors false. Just put a color gray if if color gray if your model wrong is false for the annotations, and the next case is take the color gray if model wrong is true for the annotations, okay. So colors underscore false and colors underscore true, this is what I'm going to take here. Now, अभी थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग लगेगा. It's just putting like, okay sir, why previously we took words, now we are taking annotations. Okay, थोड़ा सा लगेगा क्योंकि with model wrong, actually why I'm taking all these things with the model wrong and model right, why I'm taking, because model right and wrong is the only thing we achieved after predictions. Okay, we got after predictions. Now this project is post analysis to it. That means CRISPR, on what words we got model wrong, on what words we got model right, on what labels we got model wrong, on what labels we got model right, on what annotations we got model wrong, on what annotations we got model right. So this is what I'm doing post analysis. I'm not going to create any model. I'm not going to calculate the accuracy of any of the model for you. Already has been calculated. Just I am doing analysis of that sheet, the data sheet which is present to you, by taking model wrong with each and every kind of values here. Okay, so just again create a subplot related to the annotations. Similarly, as you did created for the above. Similar, just create a subplot. Again, I took model wrong. If it is equal to false, take annotation values for x and y. Again, they take the same thing. Same, everything is same. Okay, now color palette I have already defined. If you are being confused with this color palette, please don't get confused with this. Remove this block and just use this color palette only. Just use this color palette only. Just palette equal to, just put here colors, because I have already defined colors. Okay, just use colors for that. Don't get confused. Separately have prepared color palette. So if you are confusing, don't get confused. Just use this kind of colors only. Just define it by this color, define it by this color. Use the same colors here also for your annotation. कंफ्यूज नहीं होना बिल्कुल भी कि सर आपने ये क्या कर दिया सर, ये हमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा, what you have done this. Okay, don't be in a confusion. You can give names to your sins. Okay, अब यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, लेकिन यहाँ वेरिएशंस कैसे, what happened, model got them right. So this is the gray color, and with some another color it has been mentioned. So क्या हो गया, model got them right and model got them wrong. So what annotation are you talking about, what annotations you are talking about? If you got this annotations, gray color annotation, what does this means, gray color annotation? If model wrong equal to false, if your model wrong was false, I'm preparing that for that particular graph. If your model wrong is false, I'm putting those annotations in a gray color. And if your model wrong was not false, I'm giving it with certainly a different color. Understand the point which what I'm trying to say. So this is a subplot for model got them right. Okay, so model got them right. This is a subplot for models got them right for the annotations. Those annotations are correct. Those the text which we have given the annotations to them, model has performed right for it. Okay, so model get them right means, model get them right means what? Model get them right means what? क्या है, क्या मीन्स है उसका, मॉडल गॉट देम राइट मीन्स व्हाट? That means the prediction which the model performed was accurate for that particular annotation. So we did mention by gray colors. Okay, इनके लिए भाई सही निकल गया. एक एक एनोटेशन जो ये है एल क्यू एल वगैरह इसके लिए नहीं आया. फॉर दिस एनोटेशन मॉडल इज नॉट बीन सो मच परफेक्ट. यदि होता तो मैं उसको ग्रे से कर देता. सिमिलरली यहाँ भी कंपेटेबल बनाया. मॉडल गॉट देम रॉन्ग, इसको भी मैंने ग्रे कलर से उठाया कि जिनके लिए रॉन्ग रहा, द अनोटेशंस फॉर द अनोटेशंस द मॉडल डिड परफॉर्म रॉन्ग, सबको ग्रे से करा. ऑल हैज बीन जस्ट मेड बाय द ग्रे कलर. ओनली वन, ये जो अनोटेशन है, दिस अनोटेशन ई एल जी जेड, दिस अनोटेशन मॉडल वाज नॉट बीन रॉन्ग फॉर दैट. तो इसके लिए दूसरा कलर हो गया, डिफरेंट कलर हैज बीन क्रिएटेड फॉर इट. तो ये एनोटेशन स्पेसिफिक था. Okay, so again, just don't be confused. The point is, we are doing the same analysis as we did here. Okay, we can do separate analysis for separate thing, also separate label, separate type, separate annotations. We can create the graphs for that, but ultimately I need to perform the comparative plots. I need to do the comparative plot analysis. That's why I creating the subplots. I am taking each and every column with respect to the model wrong, and either it is false, either it is true. So take annotations. I took annotations here. Previously I took label, and previously I took words. Okay, this I took. Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. Yeah, conditional formatting. Yes, conditional formatting. Yes. Here. Hmm. तभी तो मैंने, दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज रेफरिंग टू दिस कोड, एंड आई वाज टेलिंग दैट कि इफ यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज तो जस्ट चेंज द कलर्स. Okay, so this is the condition for I in data model wrong. If it is false, annotation values, annotation do the value counts, and replace it with the gray color false equal to gray. Okay, so this is the code for that. Again again I'm putting the gray color. If your model wrong equal to true, annotations perform the value counts and put the gray color again. But what happened is that the annotation, if the annotation, if the, your annotation is not with respect to what is been expected, that means model got them right for the first case. Okay, model got them right. Those annotations which behaved according to the model got them right, those all are gray. You got my point? Here also, the model worked wrong for those annotations. Again, they are all in gray. But for the annotation which is not right, which is not for wrong, for the separate cases, they are having different colors. This is what has been performed. Okay, so that is why a condition I have given above. This is the condition. But I was just telling ki you can use different colors from your side, so don't get confused. If you are confusing with this thing, so please don't use this code and just put different colors here. Just put mention different palette colors here. Okay, as we did for above. Okay, here also we did different palette colors. Okay, in this, yes, in this, only in this particular code for the annotations. Now, there is one more data set. There is one more data set available with me, that is heat speech and heat speech underscore new. Let me share that data set also. Let me share you that data set, and please, here right now in our previous data set we are available with the annotations. We haven't further explored our data. Okay, but here in next I have available with one more data sheet. Let me share you that data sheet also. Okay, just okay, let me share you the data sheet. Here is the data sheet. Is it visible to you all? Is it visible? Okay, let me improve the size. So in sheet number one, we are available with the annotations, but not only for not further exploration of the data. But right now, I'm available with the data sheet which is comprising of the ID numbers, okay, identifications, and they are comprises of further other columns also. For example, none, this, BLA, Jew. These are the code words. I hope you could understand what they mean. Okay, what what they could mean here. So these are the code words has been taken in this data set. Okay, this is woman Chinese reference, and this is black woman, and this is Asian woman, this is Muslim woman, this is not white, and these are all the code words have been taken. So I am available with the most of the columns. So previously there was just only annotation, but whom I am annotating, that I haven't mentioned. So here in this data set, it's been clear that whom I'm annotating. I'm annotating to the woman, to the people of some specific gender, caste, or some country, or some race. This is what I'm annotating here. Okay, so that's all the data set been available. This is all zero and one format. So if I'm taking some ID, some identification, the identification which I was been available in my previous sheet. So that particular word, text, or embeddings or something like that are referring to them. 0101, this is what they are being referring. Okay, for example, if I take any of the identification, this is the identification number of that particular text, and if they take that particular text, here black is 1. So that particular text has been referring to the black person. That is why it has been made 1. Are you getting my point what I'm saying? Do you got my point what I'm trying to say? Did anyone got my point what I'm trying to say? Yes. Now I have further open up my data. Okay, for example, there was some id, some text id given, and at that particular there was something hateful written related to the black people. So here is a blc black, and one means okay, true. Okay, and any other, if the value would been 1 here, so we can check, no, 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 other values all are 0. So 0 1, that means whom they are targeting. So these are the categories, mus, that is non-white people, muslim, asian woman. Okay, that means a specific black man. And I hope you understand what these code words means. Is that okay? Is that okay? And 01 means, in 01 means, for example, in id number, this an id, that means some text I have assigned some id. So if I just refer to that text which has been given this id number, here they have targeted 19625, they have targeted. Let's check, where is one, where is one. Okay, no target, no target, no target record. That means the id number 1, the text which we are referring, they are not targeting to any person. Are you getting my point? Now if I just say take a text which is having id number 19 for 19646, and here the value is 1. Okay, so there is something like dislike, or something has been there. So they are targeting to those kind of people. For example, if I just take 19655, okay, and here the value is 1, and value is 1 mus. I hope this makes a sense. What does this mus means? This is a code word. Okay, so they are targeting to these people in that particular text number whose reference by, yeah, yeah, output of limitizations. Okay, this could be an output of the limitization. However, if I just conclude to this particular data set, this means in my text, the words, though I have collected everything, I have separated words and common words and created a strong cloud and all those things. Still, I have also checked for the annotations also. Still, exactly whom they are targeting or not targeting. The last column is not targeting. Whom they are specifically targeting, I don't know. Okay, तो मैंने थोड़ा सा और filter कर दिया यहाँ पे कि either they are targeting to the black people, either they are targeting to the women, either they are targeting to any community, caste, creed, religion, what they are doing. If they're targeting, I'm writing it as 1. If they're not targeting, I'm writing it as 0. Is that okay? Is that okay? And you're talking about the limitization, you're talking about the stemming. Okay, so this is something already created data sheet. who asked me the question? Actually, मैं इधर ही था. Who asked the question? Pooja asked the question for lemmatization. Who told? Okay, so here are certainly the quotes, and this data sheet has been prepared by someone. Okay, तो ठीक है. Hmm. See, this is linked to that only. Just only separate files are there, but ID numbers linked to that only. हाँ अभी हाँ 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 for that. That is why initially when I started explaining you this thing, I told कि please ID को please don't consider it just as a serial number. Please don't do like that. Okay, so it has some meaning, some significance. Okay, so this is another data sheet. Whom I'm targeting specifically, whom there is a target words there. So 0 and 1 format it's been present. Okay, so I need to explore you the data set this thing, and let me get back to the code cookie. I will be merging this data set with my initial data. I will be merging both of them. Okay, so let's see how to do. Let me get back to the code. Okay, so here it is. uh, is my screen visible? Okay, fine. So I have accessed this data set in a form of a new data. Okay, this is my new data, and what I did is I created an empty list. Tags is my empty list. Okay, and I'm applying the for loop to the complete each and every shape, that is row column wise. I'm applying the for loop here, and I'm putting something in my try and accept, that is exception handling. I'm putting some code here. Because I need to perform the tagging. I need to perform. What I'm going to do, I'm tracing this complete data sheet. I'm tracing this complete data sheet. Okay, I just finished one row, then second row, and third row. Each and every column I'm going to trace here according to the shape comprises of rows and the columns. Okay, so I'm getting each column I'm going to trace here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, tags dot append list new data ILOC index index index, then list new data ILOC values. Okay, index and the values, index and the values, this I'm going to perform here. Index and the values, I'm just going to take here, putting an exception. If doesn't works, then append nothing. Okay, so for the shape 0, specifically for the shape 0, I'm going specifically for the shape 0. Okay, what does this mean? ILOC I means what? For I in data shape 0. First you please let me know, you guys please let me know, what is this new data underscore shape 0? What does the shape 0 means? Row number 1? Is it row number 1? Yes or no? You row number 1 or not? Row number 1. I in row number 1, all columns. This is what it for loop means. Yes or no? रो नंबर 1 ऑल कॉलम्स. ओके, चलो लगाओ भैया, फॉर लूप लगाइए. ठीक है, क्या करा? अपेंड करा. आई परफॉर्म द अपेंडिंग. आई क्रिएटेड अ लिस्ट अपेंडिंग. अपेंड द वैल्यूज. ठीक है, जो भी इंडेक्स, स्पेसिफिक इंडेक्स पर रो. अच्छा, रो नंबर. अब यहाँ क्या हो गया? आई आई क्या है? आई, ये आई जीरो, आई यहाँ पर क्या होगा? व्हाट इज दिस आई? रो नंबर होगा. ओके, अच्छा, कॉलम कॉलम मीन्स यहाँ कोलन, यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है. व्हाट डज दिस मीन्स? टोटल और कॉलम्स. ठीक है, सारे कॉलम्स ले लिए. तो वट एवर द इंडेक्स एंड द वैल्यूज विच आर प्रेजेंट, सबको अपेंड कर रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ. अपेंडिंग ऑल. और एक्सेप्ट किसको कर दिया मैंने? एक्सेप्शन क्या डाला? नथिंग. नथिंग नहीं आना चाहिए. ठीक है, आई डोंट नीड नथिंग. तो टैग के अंदर ये चीजें आना है. I need these things in tag, and then I'm printing tag, so no targeted records and dislike. ये आखिरी के दो जो है ना, वो प्रिंट मार रहा है. बाकी सब आ गया, बाकी सारे टैग आ गए. तो जो टैग है ना, आपने ये जो टैग लिए ना, ये इसके अंदर टैग है ना सारे. दिस डेटा शीट कंप्राइज ऑल टैग्स ना, वुमेन, ब्लैक, एशियन, नॉन वाइट, वाइट, जो भी है वो एक्सेट्रा जो भी है। तो वो सारे टैग है ना, वो सारे टैग आप उठा रहे हो, इस टैग के अंदर ले रहे हो, इस टैग के अंदर ले रहे हो। सिर्फ नथिंग को छोड़ के, भाई जिसका कुछ आता पता नहीं उसको छोड़ दो, बाकी सब उठा लो। टेक ऑल टैग्स, append them in this list, create a list of this, सारे all the tags। तो ये गेम कर रहे हैं हम, ये पाइथन कोड से। तो टेक ऑल द वैल्यूज, टेक ऑल, वो जो टॉप था ना, वो टॉप में वो जो इन योर एक्सेल शीट, द टाइटल गिवन ना, दैट दो आई एम कलेक्टिंग ऑल दोस टाइटल्स एक्सेप्ट नथिंग, एक्सेप्ट नथिंग, आई एम कलेक्टिंग ऑल द टाइटल्स। और यहाँ आखिरी के दो प्रिंट करवा दिए मैंने, नॉट टारगेट एंड डिसलाइक, नॉट टारगेट डिसलाइक। is this okay or not, ये आपको, if is this you got it or not? See, I will requiring these tags now. These tags are very much important for us because specifically whom we are targeting now, this I need to explore. Okay, so this is why I need to create the tags for it. Okay, so I've collected the tag, I collected the tags from my new data sheet. Okay, and then what I did, I merged, I merge this tag with my, what merging I'm doing. I'm underscore data. I'm creating a new data sheet. I'm underscore data. Data dot merge. This is our initial data. Array data ये वाला, ये data. Okay. So I'm going to merge with it. I'm going to merge. What I'm going to do here is just perform the merging. Merge and create a data frame with ID, new ID. Okay. ID will be whose ID? Whose ID will be there? New data sheet ID. Please, it doesn't mean that you are with me from 2 hours and 49 minutes. Okay, but I am with you people for preparing this project, hours and hours of practice. Okay, so remember, ID, created an ID is of your new data sheet ID, and targets are the tags which you have collected above. Okay, these two columns I need to, merge in my, where I need to merge my data sheet, initial data sheet. These two columns I need to merge. Okay, and here is your m underscore head after merging. This is what you got. ID is also there, text and label, and these are already present there. These are already present there. But what was not present? Target are not present. Whom I targeting? This is not present. So I have collected the targets from my new data sheet. Remaining all was present already. Clean text I have already created. Annotations and all these are already present. Only the target was not present. Target was not present. So I have now created the targets also. I have merged the target with my initial data set. Okay. So I took the ID from the new data sheet ID I took, and targets I have already collected in the form of a tags, and here they are. Okay. So if I have written something, okay, burden, clean text. This is burden, society, does, many, country, clean the text, no, black, and whom they are referring to. So in a clean text, and the tags and the targets and everything has been present with now with my initial data sheet. Okay, so this is my text, initial text. Okay, so what does my initial text mean? For example, I'm writing immigrants are usually unpleasant. Okay, come on, go to the targets. No one is targeted. Okay, fine, chalo koi baat nahi. Aate hain. There are too many blacks in this country. Okay, whom they are targeting, chalo aate hain na, dekhte hain kis pe. Black, they are targeting to the black people. तो ये मैंने कलेक्ट कर लिए, ये टैग मैंने कलेक्ट कर लिए हैं नए डेटा शीट से. Are you getting this? Are you understanding this? What I did collected, I did collected the tags, target thing. So what happened is, in my initial text, it is not mentioned whom I am targeting. Only annotations are there. I further explored my data sheet. There was one more data sheet available with me. They are specifically they mentioned 01 format, that whom ID, whom, what is the text ID, and what they are targeting to. So I did collect it, and I merged this data sheet with my initial data sheet. Okay, then, okay, now label again. How many hate and non-hate are there, and value counts, and created the count plot for that. So I guess this doesn't makes any much more thing to go deeper and explain. Same, I just took the label from here. from my m underscore, this is my m underscore data sheet. I took the label from here and created the count plot. I can create the your pie plot for it, so not a big deal. Then what I did took is, um, for the targets, for the targets, I specify the color gray. If for I in range of length of target value count index, okay, just give two colors for them, for yes and no. True color, two colors for that. Now how? And this code, I'm just trying to make some different or odd thing or odd feature I'm going to take. Okay, it doesn't means, sir, we have to create the same code as you did? No, not mandatory. You can create simple count plot for target also. For target plot, for target column, you can create simple count plot from your side also. Just do like this. Just do like this. Copy karo, copy, and just paste it here. Paste it here and put here targets. Just put targets here. ये आप कर सकते हो. You this you can do from your side also. Simple count plot. No, not mandatory कि सर आपने जैसा बनाया सर वैसे भी हम ही बना दें. No, it's not mandatory like that. Not similar thing. Here I have defined certain colors, two specific colors, two different colors for that, and here I have created the count plot for it. Nothing else I have done. Nothing else I've done. And here, the count plot are also just in a horizontal and a vertical format. Okay, so this is a horizontal format, and I have taken what gray colors and just specifically those words which are found. कैसे हुआ? On y-axis, I'm taking the targets. Okay, an order is from descending order I am taking. Okay, value counts. Those who are having value counts high, तो उसको आप top पे ले लो. Order I am deciding. And the color palettes are colors. और colors क्या हैं? What are the colors? Colors, this I have defined above. So ये this is something which I am defining, and I'm creating the count plot. Not mandatory कि you also get confused with this, sir, how you are defining the colors here and how you are creating the count plot here. Please don't get confused. If you think that this code is certainly not understandable for you, so here is the simple code. Here is a simple code. बस बढ़िया आपको काउंट प्लॉट मिल जाएगा फॉर द टारगेट्स. कोई परेशान होने की बात नहीं. आउटपुट भली प्लॉट अलग अलग दिखे, प्लॉट कुड हैव बीन सीन सेपरेटली, बट द पॉइंट इज आपको जितने भी टारगेट्स है ना, वट एवर द टारगेट्स आर देयर, उसकी पूरी वैल्यू बता देगा ये, वो बता देगा यहाँ पर. दिस प्लॉट विल ऑल्सो शो यू. So don't get confused. So here I have drawn the count plot for that. Now if I need to check specifically for the people कि ब्लैक पीपल के लिए क्या है, वुमेन के लिए क्या है, थोड़ा सा वी जस्ट वर्क स्पेसिफिकली. सो व्हाट आई डिड, words black I created an empty list. Labels I created an empty list. Now what happened? Again I perform the iteration over all the rows. Okay, completely iterating over all the rows specifically for the targets where BLA is mentioned. Specifically for the targets where BLA is mentioned. That means I'm looking for the black people. Again, in a row, clean text I splitted this clean text. If the label is zero, assign the labels as zero. If the row label is zero, then assign the value zero, else I assign the values one. And all the vocabulary I'm taking it at to the words black. Just collecting the vocabulary which are present in the clean text to my words black. Okay, so initially my word black is empty list. I'm collecting all the vocabulary related to the word black which are present in a clean text. Okay, and then I'm creating a data frame of it. So here is a data frame. Okay, and here I'm printing the data frame. This is my data frame. Word, many, country, hate, smell, niggers. These are all the words which are present in the clean text. Okay, and I have collected those words in word underscore black in a form of a vocabulary. Okay, and I have created the data frame related to it. Here is a data frame. Okay, and further you can create a count plot for that also. For that, so it's just a simple count plot. I am taking word black label, just I'm taking label here, and this label only consists of one value, only one. So there is no comparison ahead, only one value is there. So this is hate. This is for hate. Okay, so you created a count plot for the hate only. Only one, you can see one bar, one big tower, one big tower bar has been here for only for the hate. Similarly, you can create the word cloud related to the black people. How? Just give black words dot unique as a data to the method for the word cloud. Where is the method for the word cloud? Where is the method for the word cloud? Here it is. Here is the method for the word cloud. In this method, you are going to give the data, and it will automatically create. No need to create multiple word cloud methods. No, just give just give the value to here. Okay, just give the value for the here unique words for the blacks. Here again the color of the word cloud is black, and here is the title: unique words found in centers targeting the black people. So here is the word cloud. Similarly, again, just take the label as one. Just take the label word black label equal to one, and perform the value counts for it. So 459 for the black, 323 for the people, 266 for the, so these are being present. So what is this words black? Again, I'm going to show you what is this word underscore black. Word underscore black is this your data frame. This is your data frame. Word black, this is your data frame. So how many of them, how many words are there? Counting, I'm just counting how many words are there. Black has been coming to 459, people are coming to 323, white are coming to 266, and so on. In this data frame, this is for the label one. These are specifically for the labels. For specifically for the label, I'm counting these words. Similarly, you can create you can create top 20 words. These are the top 20 words. So you can create a bar plot for it, as we did for the previously. Just take words. Okay, top 20. For y also the same, for x also the same. Okay, here is the index, and here is the values. On x-axis there are values, and y-axis they are the index. Okay, and just plot it. Color you can define from your side. This is the green color actually. This is green color. You can define any colors, no worries. Okay, so here are the top 20 words listed. Top 20 words, and these top 20 words has been calculated from here, from this list. Similarly, if you want to work out for words who are targeting the woman, just do one thing: create an empty list for the woman, create an empty list for the labels, iterate every row, in the m underscore data who are having targets woman, wm. Create, calculate the words, just calculate the words from the clean text, save it in a, and add those words into words underscore woman list. Okay, if your label is 0, then put the label value will be 0, else the value will be 1. Okay, and just create a new data frame as we did above for the woman. Here it is. This is for the women's word: love, idea, seeing, woman, burning. This is the labels. Okay, and the words. Similarly, create a count plot for it. And since we are already having only one value, one label only, so we have created a count plot for that. Here is a count plot for that. Here you have created the word clouds for the word woman, and here is your the same thing, bar plot for it. Just bar plot, taking index on y-axis and the counts on the x-axis. This is what you have created. Okay, this is for the woman. So you can pick anything. Either you are targeting the black people, either you are targeting the women, either you are targeting to any of the other community. You can explore this code to various other community people. You can perform the exploration ahead. Okay, this is what you can do.